Going to have a nice, quiet start with my fancy coffee. Hey! Flowers and Kimble, Danny and Wraith, Square Peg, what-ho friends? Coming in. Mr. Hoffman, greetings, good morning, what-ho and welcome. Errorman, hello.
Reactor online, sensors online, weapons online, all systems nominal.
Yo.
That's 3 yo's, which is significantly better than 2. Keldra, thank you for 3 months. God, it's weird. It feels like you got here 2 seconds ago and simultaneously have been here the whole time. Time truncation is real. Vanderbeest, head of House Order, Watto, and welcome. Hello. How are you doing, you lovely Mother Hubbards? I'm going to start today with an apology. Hey! Honk! I'm easily inspired by dramatic dance. Deus, thank you for the donation, mate. How are you doing? I want to start with an apology. I have not had a lot of sleep. I've... Stuff and things. Nothing bad, just stuff and things. So I might be a little bit more loopy than usual. I'm putting more... This is not just coffee, this is espresso. So I'm putting this in my system and hopefully it counteracts the effects. Aww. Kindle, thank you kindly. And Vanderbeest, thank you for the pint glass. As for the question of Shark stream when, well, that is up to Mr. the Twitch. The heist gets us there, but it is Mr. the Twitch's decision as to whether or not we will be deemed worthy. So that's where we're at on that one. Ooh, good shout. Peppermint mocha. There's a place nearby that does a like dark chocolate and raspberry one, which I'm just obsessed with. Vanderbeest, we need to keep kicking ass this week, but we're doing good. Like, the month of, let's have a look, for the month of November, we rocked, or I should say rocking as we're still going, 89 concurrents. So go us. So
reactor online, sensors online, weapons online, all systems nominal.
Yo, it's been 3 months already, and on my first day of being employed again.
Yo! Well, okay, Tiny Flower counts. Congratulations. I hope the new gig is doing well. And feckin' thank you.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, our 4 reptilian heroes, have overcome the arc villain Shredder.
Oh, you managed to tag Marshall Rayer as well. That's not too shabby. Old school Longshipians there. But no, seriously, Flower Crowns. Thank you kindly. But yeah, things are not awful over here. We've got Xalavier joining us in half an hour. We're going to be playing The Past Within because... I mean, there's a ton of stuff to talk to Xalavier about, but I wanted to do something that wasn't just like me grilling him on how make indie good sell like.
Hi Will. Happy to help with the heist when you give such a wonderfully warm and kind place to be that makes me feel even a little better on a day where the spiders are especially crippling.
Hey, if I'm able to do that, then I'm fucking doing my stuff, right? You know? I try and be the second screen that I wish I'd had in those kind of situations, you know what I mean? So, I mean, obviously, thank you. Cheers to you. We got you.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Is it train time? My word!
Huzzah, more numbers.
Though we're keeping the chill jams because I need this coffee in my system so I can function. But Gitned, thank you for 17 months. That's fucking cool of you. Thank you.
What ho to the hype train.
Indeed! Indeed. So how are you doing, you lovely Mother Hubbards? Video game and news-wise, things are fascinating. Though in the last 30 minutes, not related to video games obviously, the trailer for a new Indiana Jones movie just dropped. I don't know if we knew about that, but... I mean, it's no Cocaine Bear, but that's not what I expected today. Yeah, the thing is, friends, I haven't even had the chance to look at it. I literally saw the post of it as I hit go live, and considering how litigious the mouse is, I don't want to risk it for a biscuit. But it's up on YouTube. I put it in the Videodrome over on Discord. Go give it a watch. There's also a video for Tom Hardy's Red Flags. Sorry, Tom Hardy's Red Flags. Tom Hardy's Red Flags is a very different story, which is hilarious and brilliant. I've made no secret of being a Tom Hardy fan, but I would say those of you that are artistically inclined, I'd be fascinated to know what your thoughts are on it, because it's such a simple, almost animatic style, but it reads so well. Okay, so Wraith is saying we knew that there was going to be a new Indiana Jones movie, but the trailer is a surprise. Okay. Hoffman says that Indiana Jones is the last film that John Williams is writing music for. Oh my word. Is it mean to say I thought he'd retired ages back? I mean, he's such a force of media, you know? Wait, they launched the Crisis Core remake already? God, so much stuff has snuck past me in the last few days. Choo Choo Charles is coming out next week, I think? God. I tell you, friends, I am probably going to be insufferable after the heist, though. The amount of weird, strange indie titles I've got set up. I've been trying to use TikTok a little bit more to share some of those ones, but I also find myself talking about Cocaine Bear a lot on TikTok, so go figure. Loads of people don't know that it's a roadside attraction and that you can actually still go and see the bear.
I'm super excited for the new Willow Netflix series.
Is it? No, Keldra, I believe it's Disney Plus is Willow, and that launched this week. Everything's been happening so much, I haven't had a chance to check it out. But we did rewatch Willow a little while back. Wow. Blah. That movie still slaps. To the book Zombie, I say Watto and welcome. Chorus greetings. Watto and welcome, one of all.
Normally, I would ask why haven't you killed the giant cancer-causing space laser yet, aka the sun, but it's bleeding cold out there, so we kind of need it. Also, train. Yeah, I'm giving it a bloody good go. I did realise, I think it was today when we were discussing with Beadora, that I've actually forgotten to kill the sun, and for that I apologise. I'm going to try and get back on that as quick as I can. But before anybody worries, because I mean, Bacon, I can understand your worry about, you know, killing the sun and things getting cold. I'm going to kill it at night, so that way we don't have to worry. It's going to be fine, don't worry about it. Oh. We're in, so I guess on the subject of cold, over in the greater Seattle region, it has been snowing pretty heavy on and off. And Dari, thank you for the 100 bits. We sit, our little place sits in a weird microcosm. So it snowed a whole bunch and then immediately melted and was done, which was mildly fascinating, but there we are. Although I think Chorby and some other peeps in the Seattle region got a snow day, so props to them.
Level up.
Hells yes. Although I think did we just skip all of level 2? Wait, what happened? Oh, friends, don't try and drive or at least be responsible for a train while mildly sleep deprived. It's not good! I did get to try some Dark Tide last night, which was very good. Sad that I didn't get to... Yo!
Train needs more train.
Ehrman, you fucking legend! Ehrman, sincerely thank you. Oh, sorry, and Wolfcrad, I didn't even see that was a 500. Where are my bloody manners? Wolfcrad, Ehrman, and all of you, thank you. Like, it's a whole hunk of change for keeping this place going, so thank you. Oh, and Zeke! Otto and welcome, friend. Hello, hello.
Hello, longship fellows.
And Star, how are you doing this fine day? Watto and welcome. For those who don't know, Star's video game project got a whole bunch of really cool coverage last week. Again, friends, I'm going to apologize just ahead, multiple times throughout today. I'm very sleep deprived, so I might be a little loopy. I might be a little incoherent. Like I'm putting an inordinate amount of coffee in my system, and we got Xalavier joining us in about 15-20 minutes, so it's gonna be a good day. Lena, Watto, and welcome. Hello, hello. But yeah, Star's game, the Bureau of Multiverse Arbitrations, got a really cool press write-up earlier in the week, which was feckin' lovely to see. It was The Guardian, that was it. Thank you, Star. If you haven't checked it out, the Bureau of Multiversal Arbitration is a game based entirely in Discord, where you and other agents are responsible for defining what is and isn't in the multiverse. Oh, and tiny flower crowns. Thank you. People come to the Bureau with requests, and it is up to all the varying agents of arbitration to scour the multiverse to find the perfect or right thing. The story is starting to unfurl a little, or at least we're getting some crumbs of it, but I'm not getting the time I want to spend with it. So, friends, if you haven't heard of it, give it a play. It is entirely based in Discord, so one of those no purchase necessary. Let me get you all a link if you want to check it out. So yeah, if you want to, there you go. Kimball, you're right. You can now make money through Discord. It was a tested feature, essentially like a subscription service to a specific server. I don't think it's something that we're going to do. I've been chatting with the moderators here on the Longship, and at least as it currently stands, it's not something we're looking at. You lot already support this by literally doing what is happening right here. And it feels, I don't want to say disingenuous, but like, right now... But that's fucking cool of me, thank you. Yeah, so right now we have no plans to launch like a subscription thing. But for things like Star's game, the possibility of having users being able to throw money into it makes it more viable. And this could be the start of running some really decent like RP environments that aren't wholeheartedly reliant on Patreon or third-party crowdfunding setups. I don't know. It's also like it's a 90-10 split to the creator, which is real. Fiona! No! 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 Which is a 90-10 split to the creator, which is a lovely thing to hear. Yo! Flower crowns, that's fucking cool of you. I mean, Vanbeast's hard work is being repeatedly undone. I had a feeling it would be one of those days, as it is the first of the month. But no, I see that being an overall positive thing. We were all kind of freaking out yesterday because Discord made a pre-announce saying like, yo, imagine being able to make money on Discord. And everyone's like, don't be NFTs, please. For the all that is holy, don't be NFTs. Thankfully it wasn't. So it's a nice little surprise. It is a feature that we were aware of, and they've been trialing it a little bit in... They've been trialing it a little bit for a handful of North American creators, so it wasn't a super duper shock. But yeah, like I said, I am extremely lucky that I get to do this full time. So yeah, I'm in a very privileged position where I can say, oh, we don't need to worry about monetization through Discord. Because you lot keep me alive. So, feckin' we. What else has been going down? The next of the Amnesia games was announced today, called Amnesia the Bunker, which will be an open-world World War I sandbox horror game. I'm very curious to see how that's going to... Hey!
Neil Girlwoman just purchased the Neil Gaiman Dark Horse collection for $18.
Whoever that was, thank you for that chortle. And I didn't even see there was a Humble collection up. See, on the subject of things that keep the longship going... I don't know if I can look at these right now. Alright, let's see what the... Because I know the Image 30th anniversary bundle was really good. Sorry, congratulations. The Dramatic Duck via Humble managed to distract me something fierce. So it's the American Gods comics, the adaptation of How to Talk to Girl at Parties, Norse mythology. There's a bunch of stuff here. No Sandman. Interesting. Curious. But yeah, if you're desperately in need of a buttload of comics, Humble have an Image bundle set up at the moment, which contains 3 of my favourite series of all time. I was trying to make people guess, but I felt that was a bit mean. So the Image bundle has Saga, it has Injection, and Sex Criminals. Also, thank you all for the train, you feckin' legends. So yeah, if you are desperately in need of more comics, I highly recommend all of those. I mean, you don't need me to tell you about Saga, right? Injection is what if British, and I mean like pre-Roman invasion, like Gaelic mythology Britain was re-injected back into the world. Oh, and Sex Criminals is a series about 2 people that when they slam, time stops, which they use to rob banks. I haven't actually read Nailbiter. That's been on the grand list. Yeah, Sadlin, you're right. It was just a cover. My favourite clearly is Jim Lee's Wild Cats. Oh, lordy. I'm really excited to see what happens when the Hollywood superhero machine comes back around to that era, because we kind of got a little taste of it with Vin Diesel as Bloodshot. Have I read any Dash Saw? I don't think I have. Oh, Dash Saw the person. What's he written? Let's have a look at his lineup. Because I've definitely seen CryptoZoo pop up on my my varying feeds and whatnot. Why can't I find a good list of his writings? So yeah, start. I don't know Body World, so I'll give that a read. Oh, that's fascinating. Oh, sorry. Sadler was saying there was a really good SNES brawler based on Jim Lee's Wildcats. Fascinating. One of these days, I don't think it would be a good stream per se, but I'd love to go back to a whole bunch of really weird and interesting fighting games from back in the day. I've seen a lot of people who've done reviews of things like Guardian Heroes and World Fighters and things like that. But I want to go back. I want to have a look. But that's a story for another day. Nara Hoodie, Watto and welcome. Hello, hello. Park Programs, hello, hello.
Last Christmas we gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away this year. To save us from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away this year. We're going to it.
I think Asari is reminding us all that for those that celebrate, Whamageddon has begun. Asari also, thank you for the bits. If for some strange, weird reason you have been spared of Whamageddon, the rules are simple. You must make it from now until Christmas Day, the 25th, without hearing Wham's Last Christmas I Gave You My Heart. Now, there are rules. Covers and spoken word versions and variations do not count. It has to be the original. So yes, you can keep listening to your George Michael Limp Bizkit mashups. I know I will. PvP is not part of the spirit of the event, but it is not against the rules. And this will be the first year that I am using TikTok at the same time, so I expect my survivability has just plummeted. Book Zombie's wife got whammed already. Well, good on them. They can warm our seats in Whamhalla. Yeah, George Biscuit, if you will. That's actually Limp's original first name. Not a lot of people know that. Okay. Group question. Am I wrong for wanting a little sign in our side bathroom, in our guest bathroom? Am I wrong for wanting a little sign that says "Live, Laugh, Limp Bizkit"? Because I think that's fine, but apparently that's a big no-no. Ray says they personally treat Whamageddon as a full contact sport. Yeah. Like.
Stop that incessant clicking.
Jackie, you can't gift a sub to Fred Durst. It's Thursday. That's for Fred Durst Friday. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be a full contact sport. Every year I get DMs from people. I don't think it was last year, but it might be the year before. I nearly made it, and Lizzie managed to catch me off guard with a bit.ly link. Oh, and Sailor would just like to remind everybody...
Live, bork.
Live, bork. Okay, maybe that's better. No, sorry, Sailor just wanted to point out that tomorrow will be the last Bandcamp Friday of the year. So if you're buying merch or t-shirts or albums or what have you, especially if you're getting merch for friends as presents, pick it up tomorrow because on Bandcamp Friday, all the proceeds from Bandcamp go directly to the artist, which is real cool. Books on me, thank you kindly. Anyway, how's it going with your good selves? Like I said, game news has been calm today. Blaze Ball is back next month. That was, I think, the only other additional video gaming news that I saw. I did get playing Darktide last night. Sadly, I couldn't find anybody to play with, so I was just running around in pug groups. And unfortunately, it does ever so slightly suffer from the... if someone is drastically more powerful than you, it does feel like you're in that Warframe just running to keep up mode. But again, that's what I get for pickup groups, you know? And Megaboss, I'm not even going to say that out loud, but
lived off the ditches, laughed off the witches, love in the back of my Dracula.
See, I thought about that one, but we're not quite that metal. At least in terms of the house layout. And that feels like the kind of thing that Kyle should have, you know? But sorry, Jackie, sincerely thank you for the donation. Vanderbeest for filling the pint glass, and for the Live Bork Bork. I guess the other wild stuff is new Indiana Jones, the announcement of a not quite Beast Wars movie, but Beast Wars-esque Transformers movie. God, one of these days I'm going to have to sit down and watch all the Bayformers. But not this day, let me feckin' tell you. I've already set myself one too many movie watch challenges. And MDH, well done. Self-promotion is hard and it is not fun. Trust me on that one. I'm trying to think what else has been going on, but like I said, my brain is absolute feckin' jello at the moment. Don't skip sleep, kids. It's not fun. It's not fun. What was it? So it's like Choo Choo Charles is coming out shortly. Oh! I posted it in arcade, but just in case you might not have seen it, I came across a gorgeous little game that came out yesterday called Retro Gadgets. And it is Zachtronics in all but name. You restore and make retro hardware, tweak, change, modify, and paint them to your own standards, like going right down to like blocking together and soldering things. And I know that there are a bunch of you that are very big Zachtronic fans here, so I wanted to make sure you all knew about it because it looks really fucking cool. So Saban says, since the Transformers 360 era games started as a tie-in, but advanced to the story of the other movies, do the later Bayformers count as video game movies? Sadly, no. Shush, phone. You're not supposed to be making noise. That's illegal. Hush now, phone. I shall have you put down. There we go. Blep at me. Sorry. Oh, the other reason why, if I look a little bit haggard, we were not allowed to use our sinks, toilets, or showers for all of yesterday. So, we got the all clear at like noon today, but it has been a challenging 24 hours. It's been weird over here, friends. Oh yes, Squarepeg. Thank you for reminding me. If I didn't talk to you all about it, the team behind Squad, Off-World Industries, I forget their title, they have announced they are making a Starship Troopers video game. It will be 12-player co-op. And oh yeah, I think we talked a little bit about it during the Bioshock stream, but I'm really excited to see what they do with it. I understand that it'll probably lack the nuances of Paul Verhoeven's film, and that's okay. You know? The interesting thing about Starship Troopers as a property is that it's an interesting one to engage with because it does such a good job of the, you know, the sci-fi Marines hoorah ideal, and that is part of its commentary. But it does it to such an extent that that idea then became kind of a creature on its own. It's fascinating. It's genuinely fascinating. I'm probably not caffeinated enough to chew into that, but we'll see how it goes. Sneak into. Oh yeah, well, so Eric, the rule was nothing down any of the drains, so no flushing. As for how we solved that, I went to our nearby diner and had, let's just say, a lot of black coffee and a lot of bread. That was me set for the day. Oh yeah, and Night Valen, I still haven't tried the Starship Troopers RTS. Oh, because I don't have it, that's why. Check my Steam library. Why haven't I tried the Starship Troopers thing? Oh, because I don't have it. No, sorry. I know I'm kind of like flitting about with the Starship Troopers chat, but you know, like a lot of young lads, I was very into that like high sci-fi, you know, Marines in space idea. You know, the Colonial Marines from Aliens and the Starship Troopers setup. So before I could really understand the nuances of the film, you just saw cool people fighting bugs. And the reason why I'm okay with the games not going into the great subtleties of Starship Troopers is that it's something that you can discover. It doesn't, when you start understanding the inspirations behind it, it doesn't ruin, you know, for those of you that watched the CGI animation show, like I did, or the extra movies, like I did, or some of the other video games, or participated in a mod project that was meant to be a Starship Troopers mod for originally Half-Life 1 and then Half-Life 2 that never materialized. And Wolfgrad, that is something that I do find fascinating. That how the movie became the definitive version of it while being nothing like the book. I mean, it's not hard to understand why. You know, it is absolutely a commentary about, you know, the industrial military machine and, you know, fascism and how it creeps up on us all. Whilst being visually feckin' cool. If you disable your enemy's hand, he cannot push a button. However, that is enough of me nattering. I have our feckin' guest on the line. Let me get our friendo in here. Is that a Xalavier Nelson I have here?
It sure is.
Hey! How are you doing, mate?
Oh, that's a very complicated question. I exist at the end of 2022. I have survived. I have lived in interesting times alongside many of the people listening. We've all been going through interesting times.
Oh yeah.
And I'm ready to play a Rusty Lake.
That is definitely a whole ass mood. Dude, I want to apologize if I'm a little bit woo today, as I did not succeed at sleeping.
Yeah, that will do that.
That will bring on a little bit of the loopies. And when you came on in, we were just talking about how Offworld Industries has announced they're making a great big co-op Starship Troopers game.
Oh, okay. Offworld Industries. That sounds. Oh, the people who made Squad.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense.
And it's going to be 12 people co-op as well, which is it's solid for anybody that has like a large group on the internet. Also, everybody's saying hello. Star says hello, and Wolfcrad had to be the first person to be, oh look, it's the Denny's guy.
Of course he did. Ban him from chat. If you love me, ban him from chat.
Wolfcrad, it's been a good
I'm leaving
run.
unless he's banned from chat.
It's been a good run, you know, to be continued. No. Yeah, talking about this feckin' year being wild, like, there's a thing that I don't think anyone would have predicted. the wildness of GDC this year.
I mean, I think a lot of people also were just astounded to see GDC happen at all, which is a very valid, approach, right? Like we have seen this year really clearly that the industry operates on certain rules. During the pandemic, it was really hard to do biz dev.
Yes.
And by hard to do biz dev, it was hard to secure biz dev, especially if you had never met anyone in person before. And suddenly, a lot of deals start getting signed again, and a lot of things start getting made because, to a degree, for a digital industry, we rely explicitly on relationships being at least established once in person. And the number of people I've seen sort of buckling, pulling up their belts and, buckling their bootstraps or whatever is a aphorism for this. I'm not super not loopy as well. Seeing a lot of people say that the cost of doing business is that I'm probably going to get COVID, but otherwise my studio doesn't get to survive is a really sobering thing.
Yeah.
But it is a fundamental reality of how the industry operates.
Yeah, especially moving into next year, it's just if you want to progress projects, you have to shake hands, make friends, and you've got to do that physically. Though next year, I don't know how things are going to shake out. I kind of became aware a lot later than everybody else that basically all the publishing houses and all the money spending people are locking down for next year. So
yeah, because we've made record profits, and now we're about to hit a recession, and that means not necessarily that the funding doors are closed, but just the type of funding is going to be very different. There's going to be a focusing down on things that have, for example, for a given publisher, things that have been previously profitable for them. Bigger bets instead of more spread out bets, because more spread out bets means more surface area, which means more risk. You would think that more resources means more ability to take on risk, and you'd be right, but that isn't how a lot of Western business in particular operates. So yeah, we are getting a battening down of the hatches ahead of a potentially significant recession.
And it's going to make things very interesting next year. Plus, the crypto crash on top of that is going to gut any and all meta / crypto / NFTA projects. And to my understanding, there isn't another hot new tech thing. So, sorry, I throw all this stuff at you immediately as soon as you come in.
No, I mean, this is the conversations that I'm having while I play games with friends in the industry and other places. We're all kind of watching the sky right now.
Yeah.
And this is the first time that I've seen a lot of people agree on what we're seeing at the same time, which to me suggests just that, like, yeah, we aren't crazy for identifying these trends. In fact, there's a need to take them deeply seriously, because yeah, that is the next 3, 4, 5 years of your studio or of your career that are being set right now.
Because what struck me this year was that usually I've actually had a pretty good time finding funding for friends. And I don't mean like I'm the person in the room, but like knowing like, oh, well, you just need to talk to this person's signing projects. Don't worry about it. We got this. And then you don't hear anything from them a year. And then they're like, oh, we signed and everything's cool. I'm like, yay. But this year it really felt like, yeah, everyone was preparing to batten down, except for people in the speculative investment space who have bet all of their horses on a technology that is that cannot be removed from their projects and is currently crashing like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, and there's I think what you've identified there is that there's a very specific there's always going to be specific movement and speculation because everyone wants to make money fast. But
I mean, shit, you and I were both there for the VR speculative boom. Sorry, for all of your lovely selves watching. So similar to what we've seen with the aggressive pushing of, you know, cryptocurrency-based video games, NFT-based titles, play to earn, which we saw throughout the year before the crash. We saw a similar thing a couple years back with VR. The difference being VR is actually a thing that you can play and enjoy, but it didn't end up being the industry-defining moment that a lot of speculative investment thought it was going to be.
It's also, this is something I noticed a couple of years ago. It's a signal of how if you're in tech, games being a part of that, and riding this weird intersection between, you know, entertainment, art, and tech. The ground is not sustainable for the most part. Windows is a sustainable business.
Yeah.
It's bigger than Xbox by, you know, an order of magnitude. The world runs on Windows. That's to a degree sustainable, right? If we're talking about anything outside of that, though, specifically in the gaming space, it isn't that the space is sustainable. It's that there's, every time things start to hit a low ebb, think of it as a lake, and that lake, the water level in it is depleting. Every time it's about to hit an emergency level, there's a big change, move, cash infusion that makes it like look hunky-dory in like a safe industry again. And what we've seen in those waves has been things like VR, battle royales, live games as a service. When new consoles come in, or when subscription things first came in, that is a pumping of water into the reservoir, but it doesn't mean that the reservoir is self-sustaining. And when I realized that did kind of shatter a lot of the illusions I had as to sustainability of games as a business, because whether we say it out loud or not, a lot of our implicit patterns are about riding it out until either projecting that we will hit the next wave, attempting to jump onto the current trend, and, you know, either you get a deal that keeps you going for the next few years, maybe you're late to the party but you got paid, etc., etc., etc. People are trying to trace trend, predict trend, or they're basically implicitly relying on surviving until the next trend hits and they can ride that wave up. Yes. And it contextualizes why a lot of people burn out of the industry or don't get to enter it at all, because they are approaching the medium as something that is a static entity with elements of instability, as opposed to an unstable entity with elements that are static.
Yeah, and we see a lot of projects misstep because of that misconception. One of the things that was really interesting was that, so let's take the Battle Royale craze. Like, that was bubbling for a while until it hit big. But one of the things that's been interesting on that one is that it's a space that actually has room for multiple contenders. Whereas, and this is just on the brain because of Dan Olsen's newest video, but like the old World of Warcraft thing, you know, when Warcraft broke ground, bringing kind of like the MMOs through, there was this misconception that would then bring through a new space, but it sadly wasn't something where multiple products could compete, because a user only has so many hours in a day. Like, you can rotate between fighting games or battle royales. You can't rotate between MMOs in the same manner.
And the funny thing is, seeing how many competitive games watching that space then basically did the World of Warcraft thing. But now, you can fit one battle royale in. My friends who play Destiny 2, they don't play like Fortnite as well. I play Fortnite. There's a bunch of games that I don't play because I play and enjoy Fortnite Zero Build specifically because I don't have the reflexes of a 12-year-old with the ability to cognitively absorb constructing an apartment tower.
Hey, why do you think I play games where I'm a sniper? Like, my reaction speed is shot. A lifetime of sleep deprivation and gin.
I mean, gin steadies the hand, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but it does not speed up the reflexes, let me tell you.
If you mix it with a Red Bull, you'll find it equalizes. The Red Bull speeds it up, and the gin smooths it out.
That's why I do body reds whenever I'm at events.
Body reds.
Body reds. I don't indulge energy drinks because I used to be a fiend, but when I'm at like events and conventions, that's the only time. And so, you know, when it's like it's day 3 of an event, you still got like a day and a half, and you have to be on point at a mixer or a gig or something, and it's like vodka Red Bulls, keep them coming. I'll tell you when to stop. But that's another story. Oh, the gin and Sonic. Moose, you're a horror for reminding me of that. It's Sonic the Hedgehog flavored G Fuel in a can mixed with gin, and it was horrific, and it made me feel things I didn't want to. It was like an alcoholic
really
pre-workout.
It's like literal fight milk.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So also, I've done a terrible job because we have a lot of people who've joined the Longship since last you've been on, so I want to introduce you proper. So friends, my lovely guest right now is Xalavier Nelson. Xalavier has worked on an inordinate number of different video games from a bunch of different perspectives, and is one of my most cohesive industry friendos when it comes to understanding to charting the waters. The analogies you were making earlier about like the games industry and stuff is I always like to put it forward as it's more like charting a voyage. You can never predict the seas 100%. The bigger your ship, the safer you are, but then also the more you have to lose.
Yeah, so hello, friends. What's I'm Xalavier Nelson Jr. I've worked on over 70 games in the past 7 years at every level of seniority, and right now I work on things including the recently released Stranger Things VR as a collaborator, as well as run my own studio at Strange Scaffold. We just put out El Paso Nightmare and revealed a Poker Night at the Inventory mixed with Animal Crossing spiritual successor called Sunshine Shuffle.
And friends, if you cast your eyes into chat, that is the link for Sunshine Shuffle up on Steam. Please, 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 please give it a wish list. It helps us trick the great Valvian obelisk machine into sharing it with more people. And let's be honest, more Poker Night at the Inventory is something we've all been asking for. Sorry, Xalavier, please continue.
Yeah, it was... from what I understand, Epic was days away from announcing that Poker Night at the Inventory was coming to Fortnite. You get to play with Jonesy and Master Chief, and I don't know the Xenomorph, so I had to press the button fast to spook them away from the space. No, I'm gonna make the Poker Night at the Inventory 3. But in all seriousness, having that amount of experience has given me a really interesting broad set of experiences, and what it's just demonstrated is that a lot of the assumptions we make around how and why we make video games are based on the fact that we consider games to be this special separated medium that is totally unique from all other trends, production practices, and worlds, which is very obviously not the case. If we look at film, music, literature, I would argue that games is closer to the music industry than to the film industry, but that's a whole other conversation. When you look at even graphic novels, games has so much potential things to learn and to look at itself within the prism of these other mediums, but it doesn't. Or it's like, hey, here's a totally new games thing. And it's like, no, film has been doing that for 20 years, or like music has been doing that for 50 years. What do you want about?
I definitely agree.
And that isolation is a big part of why we end up with this kind of inherent basis of instability, because if the industry isn't stable and if we are not pulling from the precedents and learnings of other mediums consistently, then there is nothing to really stand on.
No, and I wholeheartedly agree. I mean, this is a bugbear of mine as well, but the comparison of video games to cinema has always been dumb and stupid. And like, we're definitely much closer to music and other mediums in terms of like the business of. One thing that I found really interesting was because I used to volunteer in varying artist alleys to help independent comic artists sell their wares, because artists are an incredibly talented bunch, but they are the worst salespeople of their own wares. They are the absolute worst. And so I would use my vocal talents and generally being loud to help people sell their stuff. And what was interesting is that the indie comic scene is just indie artists selling to other indie artists. Like, that's the pool. And I see a lot of that with like itch.io basically being the world's largest artists alley. And I find that just a bit of a side point to what you were saying, but an interesting like little example.
Yeah, there's this distinct sense. People joke about people passing around the same $20. I don't think that's necessarily true, because Valve takes 3 of the dollars. The thing that I find interesting about that comparison specifically is it's not so much that we're passing around the same $20. It's that we are looking at, it's kind of like if you were in an artist alley and you were the one person in an artist alley, and then there's 20 artists just looking at you. Vaguely like a horror film. Just 40 eyes, 20 pairs of eyes locked on your form for your dollar.
Do you need help?
It's a fascinating thing, because people talk about, well, someone will spend $5 for Starbucks but won't spend $5 on a game. But the way the brain cognitively processes $5 on a game and that value evaluation versus this $5 pumpkin spice at Starbucks that makes me feel happy right now, put something in my belly, is so fundamentally different.
Yep.
That I think we are competing for the same dollars from the same people, and that is what kills us. And this is where artist alleys have an advantage over us in a fundamental level. Because you know what I see in artist alleys? Horny Scooby-Doo fan art. There's someone out there who wants horny Scooby-Doo fan art, and they're just in it, and they're totally different from the people who want horny anime fan art, and the people who want like lore accurate / cozy coffee shop versions of like DC Universe characters. And there's all these different artists appealing to different fundamental groups. And games has similar agency for finding and identifying and serving different audiences.
See, Kisa immediately like, I did not expect this shift. Kisa, have you been paying attention? And one of the things that's really interesting about that is basically most successful independent, comic artists will do a 1-2 punch. They'll have fan work here, and they'll have original work here, because someone sees horny Scooby-Doo fan art and goes, "Oh," or "Raggy," heads on over, and they go, "Oh, well, if you like this heinous creation that Xalavier has just beamed into all of our minds, have you seen my original works?" And they go, "Oh, that's interesting." Like,
so, yeah, and when you're, I think a really interesting example of this is actually what we just saw with like Off-World Industries, now they're making this Starship Troopers game, and it's great that they're in a position to have a licensed thing that can bring people in through the door and utilize existing technology, but also have their original thing. And most people don't get past releasing their first game, and that's where I come back to the Artist Alley comparison, where it's like games, the way we think about our audiences is pretty damn myopic. We are rather than saying, hey, there's someone who what they want is a 5-minute game or an hour-long game, and here's someone who wants a 100-hour game, and here's someone who's specifically focused into this thing. We're so focused on genres that we've lost how much of the human element is there. If like someone really wants this specific need served in their life, they need something fast and loud and weird. Again, the music metaphor. Someone else wants the equivalent of classical music. Someone else wants the equivalent of hip-hop. And
once we
instead of doing that, we identify like, hey, gamers, and we're going after the same fundamental dollars, and that means that we end up with a lot of self-cannibalization, as well as...
What we lack is another way of describing the experiences beyond... Because currently we have platform and we have genre. Now, I'm going to wizard veto the genre discussion because I get really into the weeds about that, and then we'll blink and suddenly it'll be 3 hours from now. But what we don't have is that third...
And we still haven't even started past with it.
Yeah, we haven't even... I've been hovering over new game, but I was like, you know what? I'll bring Xalavier in. It won't be like a traditional interview type stuff. We'll play some games together. But currently we have games divided by genre and platform. So it is an FPS on Steam. It is an FPS on the Switch, and those are denotions of what kind of title. We need a third bit, and currently we only have indie, which is a terrible term. Quickly jumping back into chat.
This lake be rusty.
Skynix, this lake be rusty. And Flair, how are you doing? Flair being, I'll always spend money for a Xalavier show at Denny's.
Oh, and I would pay money just be executed at Denny's, honestly. Like that would be a fitting end, right? Like it's like
your games would sell so many copies after that.
Especially if they were sold from the Denny's, like right next to, as my body rolls past, out of my neck hole emerges, please wishlist Sunshine Shuffle on Steam. And you would have to, right? You've just seen a public execution. I've talked about this before. Probably shouldn't legally admit that I've talked about this before, but I've talked with people before about like the ethics and logistics of doing a true crime style murder in order to promote a game. If you imagine this, if there was a serial killer in your town leaving even messages written in blood, and those messages written in blood did happen to lead to a QR code of your game, like separate from this, right? Like, or
it
that
ends
the
with
Grizzly
smash,
Saga,
like, and subscribe. Wishlist now.
The Grizzly Saga plays out its thing, and the very final act of it is the person leaps dramatically from a rooftop, lands on the ground in a splatter, and in that splatter is a QR code that leads to the game's Steam page, please wishlist. Like, no one would be able to not talk about your game. You would have international coverage. It's not right. I'm not saying you should do it, but it is a thing someone could do.
It's interesting that you bring that up, because one of my favorite overlooked games, which you wouldn't even call it recent now, was a game called Get Even. It looked at first to be like an FPS Landon kind of experience, but turned out to be this like surrealist delve into the human experience. And as part of their marketing, they put out like GPS coordinates. And the GPS coordinates were kind of like a geocache that led to another set of GPS coordinates. Not quite ARG, just essentially geocaching. And here's the thing, like the last one led people like way out into the fields of Britain. And I watched the video documentary about people following it, and they even said, I'm probably going to get killed doing this. But you know what? They kept going. there could have been an actual murder at the end of it, and those people would have still like followed that through. It's heinous. Oh, and park programs. The Aqua Team Hunger Force thing was hilarious, but that was a they put up light bright. I forget what the light brights are called. Like, it's like a kid's toy. You put gems on it. It makes like a glowy picture. They put those around Boston, and someone called in a bomb threat, and they were arrested. And then during the press conference to address what had happened, they talked ad infinitum about their hair until all the journos left. Oh shit, Star knows the person who ran there. That's so cool.
Do they regret what they've done?
It's the press bit that I admire the most. Like, when they had everyone's attention, they just trolled. Nope, they do not regret.
I respect that.
So yeah, so friendos, if any of you lot haven't met Xalavier before, and if you have any questions about like the realities of not just indie dev these days, but like, you know, legitimate game devery, Xalavier is absolutely one of the best people to ask and talk to. So we are going to jump into the past within, because I was like, no, we should play some games as well as talking stuff.
I have hit new game, and I now have face a choice.
All right. Okay.
Have you played this before?
No, I've played some of the Rusty Lake games, and I know them, but
they are one of my favorite things in the world.
They're so glorious. But I've been saving this one for a special occasion, and then it struck me that we didn't have a lot of time today, and that this is the perfect length for it. So, right, The Past Within is a co-op game. Both players need to copy the game to play. Friend has been found. Next. You each play The Past Within on your preferred platform. No connection is required between the devices. Oh, okay. So yeah, Naru Hoodie. This is set in the Rusty Lake series, but is co-op. You both need to communicate via chat or voice. Xalavier, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you. Are you in the same room? Try not to look at each other's screens.
I'm going to screen cheat all day. How dare you? I'm going to get a headshot. A headshot, if it's possible in this game, I'm going to get it.
Dude, I'm going to pick up the golden gun soon as. Just follow you around temple. Okay. Welcome to Rusty Lake, a place where memories are captured in little cubes.
I can hear you, Clem Fandango.
Thank you, Vanderbeest. You are here together. You both have a choice between the past and the future. Make sure you don't make the same choice. So which of us will play the past and which will play the future?
We're playing the past.
You want to play the past?
Yeah, I often think about when someone my age could purchase a home. Let me go to the past. Let me have this once.
All right. Well, I shall be future sailors. Because nothing bad happens in the future. That's what Star Trek has told me. Alright, so I am the future.
You chose the past. Did the other person choose the future?
Yep.
Yes. Can you hear the person in the future?
Do you trust
Yes.
the person in the past?
Choose between the butterfly or the bee. Make sure the person in the future chooses the same. Ooh.
Bees save us, but butterflies are rad as hell.
Bees are the lifeblood of the ecosystem. This bee looks very scary.
Yeah.
The butterfly has bad vibes too. I'm gonna be real. That its nose does not look right.
But the sting of the monarch butterfly is deadly and powerful. If anyone needs me, I'll be in my room crying.
Okay, so let's do eeny meeny miny mo. Starting with the bee. Eeny meeny miny game. Oh, it's the butterfly. Okay.
It's the butterfly. Eeny meeny miny game. Okay. Did the person in the past choose the same? Yes.
Yes. I'm sure you're ready to start, but is a person in the future also ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Are you ready? Ready.
Let's
Let's
make
make
some
some
memories!
That's an uncharacteristically chipper way of phrasing it for Rusty Lake.
It is. The future, chapter 1.
The past. Rusty Lake, January 1926. My dear daughter Rose, if you find this letter, I'm no longer part of this world. Although there is hope, over the last couple of months I've been working on a device to establish contact with a trustworthy person in the future. Be aware that the room you're in now may be affected by this person. Please open this box first and await further instructions. Your loving father, Albert.
I have some kind of strange hypercube thing in front of me. And an ink blot test of a butterfly. Yes, Mothman will say us all. Moose is asking if you've considered spooling up a second studio with the possibility of doing VR games and call it Xalavier.
Hear me out. New startup idea.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's just that. That's it.
That's
that
just
sounds
the
like
idea.
a good time. So I need to open this box first. I don't know how to open this box.
All right, I'm
I
turning
think I
on.
stumbled at the
I'm
first
turning
row.
on whatever the fuck this thing is. Cubicle device. Welcome to the cubicle device 018F. This cubicle device holds a memory that contains the room of a person in the past.
Sounds like you're gonna find my cubicle.
You are about to establish a connection with a person in the past. Warning! Any interaction may affect the room inside this device. Oh, you're like a little Xalavier in a box. To verify access, please submit the year of the memory. What's your year?
1926.
1926. Access granted. Please communicate the following information to the person in the past. Oh, so have you got like a weird cube in front of you?
I do.
All right, so I've been given the codes. So in the first column.
Schrodinger's Xalavier.
Vanderbeest terror. Thank you for the bits. All right, first column. Just click the middle,
Okay.
and then in the next two columns, click the top and bottom.
Top and bottom.
Top and bottom.
Okay.
And in the last column, all three of the suckers.
Oh, I only have three. I have three parts. I only have three columns.
All right, clear all those. In the first column, top and bottom,
Yeah.
and then the one in the dead middle. Thank you, Vanderbeest. One of the other series that I've wanted to do with somebody is the We Were Here series, but that is
That's been
huge
so
undertaking.
interesting. They've made so many.
Yeah, and the newest one looks phenomenal, but I want to do them like as a run rather than just like leap into the latest.
So I see three columns. They have three, each one having three cubes. I've
Yep.
done the top and bottom in the first, the dead middle in the second one. What's on the third?
That should be it.
Is there an order?
I don't think so.
I'm trying to click and drag. I'm not seeing a. Maybe. Oh, maybe you're seeing it from a different perspective than me.
Possibly. So it should be just like a 3x3 grid, right?
Yeah.
So it should be like 1 1, 2 2, and 1 3.
Wait. 1 1 2 2 1 3.
Yeah.
What?
So if it's a grid and the top,
Oh.
and so like
1
1 2
1
3 1 2
2
3.
2 1 3. Yeah.
Sorry, another one that we did was Operation Tango, which is a bit more frantic than this.
Yeah.
And I, in my sleep-deprived state, was just falling back onto old puzzle-solving skills.
Yeah. My box is not opening.
So you
This
can only push 3.
Yeah, I've only pushed 3.
Okay.
Or am I supposed to leave everything except? Yep, it was leaving everything except those 3 push.
Ah, okay. All right.
So I've got matches. I'm now in a room.
Oh, I just need to confirm to my computer box, my Compy 3000, that you have. Oh fuck!
I just clicked on a butterfly. Did your thing get affected?
Yup. Okay, fuck me running. Alright, so I got some spooky ass bullshit on my screen, and then a box of matches just fell from the bloody sky.
Oh, that's my box of matches. Hello.
Alright, let's have a look.
Interact with the Raven. There's a guy named Rose. There's a
Oh,
little girl named Rose and a big guy named Albert.
you sent me a Switch. Oh,
OLED or a regular?
like a click left and right switch.
Oh, okay. That's not.
Says I need family verification required to continue. Please activate input panel P17 and submit the correct painting sequence. Fuck a what?
Albert Vanderboom. Oh, there's a coffin. There's a coffin here. Oh, there's another black monarch butterfly that's moved elsewhere.
Alright, so on my side, I've got like 4 portraits with different shapes on.
Okay, I see 4 portraits.
Can you give us a description and order? Because I've currently got, I think.
Okay, so it's in a square pattern.
Yep.
So going clockwise.
Yep.
Top left, a raven on a branch. Then there is
Wait, a raven on a branch or just a raven?
raven on a branch.
Alright. Okay.
Then
next
a
one.
butterfly.
Got it.
Then Rose and Albert, a portrait.
Okay.
And then a black tree, white leaves in bloom.
Boosh. Now I have weird symbols.
Okay.
I don't know if I need to tell you time word speak or if I've just solved something. Oh, and Book Zombie. Have a lovely rest of your evening.
Oh, I'm a grown-up Rose. I know who I am. There's a raven in a bow tie standing behind me.
Oh man, I love that guy. Tell him to say hi.
I'm not going to talk to him unless I have to.
There was
Oh,
no
now he's
mouse.
gone. Next time I look in the mirror, he's gone. He's just gone.
Aw. I had a cutie patootie little mouse that I could send hi to. Oh shit, alright, sorry. Family access acquired. Communication symbol sequence. Warning. The room inside this device may suffer from overheating. Use 3 cylinders to adjust the smoke gas discharge. I am going to try.
Are you going to smoke me out?
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be... Where's the little... but it only got no batteries.
See, so one side of this room has stained glass doors that I can presumably interact with in some way at some point. There's a puzzle. There's a puzzle clearly on it. There is a clock. The other part of the room. There's a clock on a chest of 3 drawers. All of the drawers are locked. There's also a mirror. A lantern on a string that I plucked a candle from, and a bowl, as well as this is where I got the box from. Then, last part, then there's a coffin, and I turn again, there's a coffin. Above that hangs a portrait of a guy named Albert Vanderbroom.
Oh,
There
not
is a
that guy.
rose in a vase, and there's a rose in a vase. There's a candelabra with now 4 lit candlesticks. I'm missing 1 candle, and there is just a big coffin, and I can interact with it. And there's on it like the Albert Vanderboom plaque. Nothing I can do with that just now. Lastly, I turn one last time, and there is a little furnace in the corner of the room. Nothing that I can clearly light inside of it.
Actually,
I can put this cold soup on top of it, so there's presumably a way to heat it. There's a chess or checkerboard on the table. There is a chair. There's a little box with four symbols on with four things on it that I can tick, and they have weird symbols inside of them.
Yes.
And
all right.
finally, there is the portraits.
It's the weird symbols we need to do.
Okay.
My computer's like, communicate the sequence. But okay, so the thing that is already blowing my mind about this is that I assumed, like a bunch of the other games I listed, that they'd be connected multiplayer. These aren't. This is just working off of our varying permutations. So friends, like, Xalavier and I are not connected game to game. I just want to...
We have synced up our permutations, and we are working at the same place in the game back and forth, but it's an online game without having to be online, which is genius.
Yeah. They pointed out that this was something you could play in the same room with other people in varying devices, and I don't want to go too hard into it now because I want to spoil the magic, but I feel like if we could... I'm gonna annoy the Rusty Lake people and see if I can get them on the show at this point, because this is fascinating. Yeah, no netcode, just puzzle solving and adventures. Because, as I'm sure you all know...
It's like keep talking and no one explodes, with being able to have different diffusal manuals. Also, the manuals can be printed.
Well, so Shackle, you're not wrong that there's similarity between this and keep talking, but it's all contained within one game. So we are essentially playing the same video game. It's just we've branched off into different spaces of it and are communicating it back and forth. Like, this is fucking genius. Okay, sorry, Xalavier, I got distracted.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got a bunch of symbols. So, doing the same kind of like clockwise round. So, starting at the top right, I have a P. So, it's a single line, and then...
Got it.
Okay. The next one is a gangly T. So, that'd be top right.
Yep, got it.
The bottom right is... I don't know. Like a badminton racket upside down, straight line with a little circle at the bottom.
Got it, yep.
And the last one is... We're looking at some, like, 80s water cup design. So it's the ring.
Got it.
Then the little squiggles.
Got coal. I've lit the coal. The soup is on, and there is smoke. There's smoke in the room. There is filling with smoke. Dear God, there's a lot of smoke. You said there was a way to deal with the smoke?
Use 3 sliders to adjust the smoke to gas discharge.
Yes, I see your 3 sliders. So, top slider, you're going from the left, 2 notches.
Yep.
Then the one below that, 4 notches. Then the one below that, 1 notch.
Nothing has happened.
I now have hot soup.
Oh, I got it! All right, I have the battery to pop the fan. If you could save me some soup, that would be great. It is soup season after all.
I have the hot soup, and no way of using my hot soup.
Okay, it should be venting the gases now. It says 1715 above the vent. 17.15. Yeah.
17.15.
Yeah, so the PC is now venting black smoke from your memory bob. Oh, something just popped out. What's this? So it's a key and a photo slide. What is happening? Oh, this is fucking brilliant. Oh, sorry, Sadlin. Yeah, if we could avoid being told the solution, I understand that we should be using the chicken spoolie with the soup. Fuck, I killed my own joke.
Okay. I can't drink this soup. I'm so upset. My character would totally be able to drink this soup.
Okay, so I need to communicate with you the time. 5:15.
Yes.
17:15. Yeah, 5:15.
Okay, 5.
New soup! Stuff, how are you doing?
Oh, now there's a fan. Thank God.
Okay.
But now it's chilly. It's really chilly. Oh, everything is blowing. Everything is really blowing.
It's really going for it. Unlock lens. Whose lens? Use the lens switches to peek inside the room of the past.
Oh. Shoot, dear Rose, wear the mask yourself. Albert Vanderbroom and his portrait is in 3 pieces. It fell on the floor. It cracked open. He's a bad dad.
He's a bad dad.
Just calling it. I have the mask. It's called the snow mask.
Okay.
And now it's very cold in the room. It's snowing.
Unlock the
My
lens.
candles are still lit.
Okay.
The status of the soup? Still hot, still in the bowl, still unable to be eaten. Tantalizing me. Teasing me.
So close and yet so far. I've unlocked a weird little lens.
Oh, I see an eye. I see an eye. So I see symbols
Oh, tell me
that
the
I didn't
symbols.
see before.
Because I might be able to get a weird look at you in your tiny box room.
So it's a upside down cross, a stick, and then a ball on a bulb at the top of the stick, and then an arrow.
Okay, where are they?
They are starting from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is where the cross is. 6 is where the bulb is, the stick and bulb is.
So 5 and 6, and then where's the arrow?
7, 8, 9 is where the arrow is. Because it's a circle with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 segments, right? At 5, you have the cross. 6, you have the... No, that's starting from the very top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5, you have cross. 6, you have the bulb. 9, you have the arrow. Each of those pointing outward. And there's no clear way for me to interact with this outside of
1, 2,
my
3,
current
4,
state.
5. So the bulb isn't straight down. The bulb is like 1 off from being straight down.
No. Yeah, it's 1 off from being straight down.
And the cross is right next to it, yeah?
Yes.
Alright, so arrow's got to be the wild card here.
It's at the 9 position.
8, 9. Good at maths. Yay! I can see inside your house. There's like
Not pleasant right now.
There's like... Okay, all I can see is 2 weird-ass stained glass windows.
Yep, I'm at the stained glass windows.
The butterfly and the tree are doing some weird stuff comparable to everybody else.
Okay, and I've just got new symbols for you to look. You need to change your lens.
Ah, okay.
So at 3, same bulb symbol.
Wait, bulb at 3 or cross at 3?
Bulb at 3, arrow straight down, and then at 9 is the cross.
You said bulb at 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Arrow straight down.
So
cross
now, it is Butterfly Mountain Weird Face Knife, which is the name of my upcoming rap album.
So cross at 4.
Oh, this is
bulb.
Okay, so cross
At
cross at 4.
cross at 4. Bulb at 8, and 12 is the arrow, so right next to the top.
All right, so now it is butterfly, cube, knife.
Now it's at 1 is the arrow,
Yep.
at straight down is the cross, and at 12 is the bulb.
So cross straight down. Oh, there we go. Oh, fuck me running. So I see the mask. I wish that wasn't a thing that you were watching. Oh, fuck!
I'm seeing a series of things for describing how to use a cubicle device, something called bone, flesh, blood, and the series of up and down arrows. Oh, there's an eye. It says, "Who is that?"
Who's that? Who could it be?
Oh, is it you?
Dude, you just jump scared me. You got super... I saw some stuff, you got super close. And then, you scared me, and... Okay, I'm going back to play with my
Lighting
weird
my last
copy.
candle.
It's mine,
now
as I
have
presume.
another key, which now I have a diary. I have a diary.
Over here, because we have achieved visual contact with one another, I now need to flip 6 switches in the correct position and insert a floppy disk.
So the switches, there's 6 of them, right?
Yeah.
Top left,
Yep.
down. Middle top, down. Top right, up.
Ooh.
Bottom right, up. Bottom down. Bottom middle, down, and bottom left, up.
All right. Now I have a yellow floppy disk. Also, there's this cutie patootie mouse that keeps running around my desk. Because mine is a fully 3D environment. Like, I can look around this cube from multiple angles. There's a load of different buttons and switches and things to play with. It's fucking great.
I have a rock.
Oh. Time to be a problem.
It's just two. I'm having a 2D adventure, a classic Rusty Lake 2D adventure, because I chose the past.
Ah. I didn't even look at it. Oh, and good news, MDH has ordered us pizza. Oh, no, this is bad. Okay, so I put the floppy disk in, right? And floppy disks, technology from the past. Lovely, charming, never bad. What happened was it brought up this, almost ring-style coffin that got closer and closer. It says Albert Vanderboom.
Okay, and what? There should be lit up letters.
Yeah. Now, how many do you need to input? Because
As many as you have.
some of them are flashing, some of them aren't.
The ones that are flashing, I need to know those.
Okay, so it is A R T art, followed by N B M.
He's whispering to me as I go. Oh, the coffin is open.
Oh, good. Why did we open?
I see his face. Oh. Is there a way I can... I may need to find some way of dealing with his... I need to do some horrible things to this man's ear, mouth, and eye.
I think it's worse that we can't see. Okay, I need to know what is the closest... Okay, now that you've opened the coffin...
Do you know what RVDB means?
You said R...
VDB.
RVDB might be what I need to answer for the validation. It is! Okay, so the person in the past places the alter key and obtains 3 substances. Oh, apparently we're going hard on a Thursday. And I think I need to tell you...
Are you going to tell me information about Albert Vanderboom? I have a numerical code. I have a mouth opener. God.
Good news, bad news. All I've got is information about an altar and a list of things. It's Bone, flesh, and blood. Bone, flesh, and blood.
I know what bone, flesh, and blood. So bone, flesh, and blood means I need to get this man's tooth. I need to get blood from his nose, and I need to pull off his ear somehow.
Standard corpse funeral procedure.
I need to. I found a diary, and on each page, there's a grid of 4 squares. Next to a statement, like, I once caught a butterfly as a child. It was mine, but my sister stole it. Ida, she left me with a broken heart. The birth of my daughter Rose was the greatest achievement in my life. I've been working on the cubicle device to establish a connection with the future. I know that when I lose a game of chess, my first life will end. My dark soul will live on into the future, waiting for resurrection. And I just need to fill in the right square on each page. There's also, I do have the cubicle device on this.
Oh, it's unlocking a hatch for me, so I may need that info in a second. Also, again, to those of you who have just joined us, the lovely individual I have on the line is Xalavier Nelson. If you've got any video gamey questions you want to throw in, just to offset Rusty Lake's particular flavor of horror, please do. I have to go to the hatch and communicate a teeth sequence with the person in the past in order to obtain...
Yes, you do. Oh,
that fucking...
His mouth is open now. It's been pried open in a really grisly way, and you gotta tell me how the teeth.
I gotta tell you the teeth? Alright, so... now I know their teeth. This is so much worse. Alright. Bottom row, 1 in from the right.
Okay. 1 in from the right? Oh. Okay. It's making the squeaky noises. What do I do now?
Why does this machine have a specific teeth setting? It's just for teeth.
What do I do next? It just keeps doing the squeaky teeth noises for as long as you have me wait.
Have you pulled it out?
No, when I click on the squeaky thing, it resets it. So I need to do more teeth. You need to tell me more teeth.
It's only telling me the 1 tooth.
That there should be another thing.
Oh god, no! There's gonna be a lot more teeth.
Do I need to tell you the teeth?
No, I have to find the tooth order for you.
Oh, I found the second one by trial and error.
Okay, so we'll go for top row. And whilst we're teeth pulling, there are some interesting questions. Stoff is asking the eternal question: if there are some good ways to get eyes on a project.
Knowing your voice as a person and as a studio is more important than ever. Speaking sincerely about your work and the place you're making it from is really important. And in this time where tools and being able to create, given powerful things with those tools is easier than ever, or at least more accessible to more people.
Yeah.
Then it's more important than ever to have a statement of intent, or at least a constructed perspective through which you're making that thing. How you're making that thing, why you're making that thing is more important than ever, and being able to articulate it.
And Shackle, we're not streaming Xalavier's side of this, partially because the initial plan was, get Xalavier on, help with the heist, and to just generally catch up and hang out. And then I kind of sprung the idea of what if we played a video game at the same time. Plus...
And you also chose to not tell me... You're choosing to not tell me about the next teeth, and so I'm just hearing teeth squeaking more and more, over, all while you're talking.
All right, let's get the teeth out first, then we'll get back to questions. Okay, so, top row of teeth. So it's 1 in from the left.
Okay.
Skip a tooth.
Okay. Hit that one.
So that would be the fourth. God, I've made.
Yep. Fourth.
Okay.
It's the fourth.
Skip 2 teeth,
Okay.
and then skip 1 tooth. So above the one we did earlier on.
That did not work.
Okay. As in, has it reset all the teeth?
It resets the teeth when you get one wrong. So I have 3 teeth currently pushed in. I need to know the fourth tooth.
On the top row.
So it's on the top row?
So 1 in from the furthest to the right should be the last one.
That is, so I hit that one, and then one started wiggling. That's 1 in from the left, and then I skipped a tooth, and I hit the next one, and now at the bottom, the third tooth in from the left is now wiggling, and I need to figure out what to do from there.
Oh God. Maybe I haven't found them all.
I can trial and error this. It just means it keeps making these really unpleasant noises over and over again. Oh, that's good. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, so I managed to find third one, and now 1 is squeaking. That's 2 over, and then 1 over. And then there's 1 at the bottom that's squeaking. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in from the left. I need to know what's the next one to hit.
3, 4, 5.
At the bottom, 5 in from the left.
The one I told you about originally should be the next one.
It's no. I pushed that in, and it's now. We've got another one. There's more teeth. There's more teeth.
Why are there
There's
more teeth?
more teeth.
Why are there more teeth? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Why did it have to be the teeth puzzle? Because okay, so what's happening over here is like I find a tooth button, and it makes another tooth light up, usually on the same row. But then what it wants me to do is find another tooth on the row below.
I can tell you that. Maybe. Should I tell you?
I think so.
So.
Wait, maybe I'm not supposed to be telling you. Maybe you're supposed to be telling me the teeth.
But so 1 in from the left at the top.
Yep.
Then the 4th in from the left on the top.
Yep.
And then 3rd in from the left on the bottom.
Okay.
And then through trial and error, I discovered 6th in from the left on the bottom.
Okay.
And now at the top, it's 4 in from the right, and I don't know what to hit next.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm supposed to tell you mine, and then you tell me yours, lol. So, to start with is the one I told you. So, bottom row, 1 in from the right, yeah?
Yep. And then I told you from the top, 1 in from the left.
Yep. So then I tell you 3 in from the left, top.
You mean 4?
Yeah, so number 4. Okay, yeah, so we'll just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we're just doing 1 to 10. So tooth 4, top row.
Okay, 2, 3, bottom row.
Tooth 6, bottom row.
Tooth 7, top row.
Tooth 9, top row.
Tooth 5, bottom row.
Tooth 6, top row.
And now I've got a tooth.
Woo!
And now tooth 2, bottom row.
I got a tooth for a tooth, and the teeth panel closed. Friends, I just need us to all take a fucking second to understand that whatever this machine is, it is a link to the past. Inside this box is a memory of the past, which we can affect, which may or may not affect the future, right? Why on this machine is there a teeth panel? How many past mysteries involve human teeth? I don't like this. Okay, and so now you have the bone, okay. Yes, you did obtain the bone from the past. Alright, so next up we're after some flesh.
My cubicle device started shaking. We're now after some flesh, you said?
Yeah, it's unlocking the flesh hatch.
That's great.
Dude, you know what this is? This is fucking payback for the flesh room. Somehow they knew you'd make a flesh room, and they pre-programmed
it was a
this.
meat room. It wasn't flesh. It was a meat room.
And where did that meat come from, Xalavier?
We don't ask questions about that.
Okay, so you know what? This looks wholesome. I've got. Oh God. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. No, stop. Okay, so I have a bunch of slides. Each one with a corresponding, like, 4-square grid, and I do not know what it means. Alright, so friends, if you have any more industry questions for Xalavier, or just want to get some banter in, now's the time, now that we own a teeth-free world. I'm going to brush my teeth like 4 times after this.
I don't want to touch my teeth at all.
Actually, Chornos, that's a good point. I didn't say what's in front of the screen. So basically, I've got like a little slideshow here. And the first one's like a real happy slide of a guy and a butterfly and a little girl who's looking like they wish they could be anywhere else. And then as I flick between the slides, things get weird and kind of messed up.
Okay. Do you see? So you're seeing Ida. She left me with a broken heart. So you're seeing the slideshow for his diary. I need to know: is there a grid of 4 squares or anything related to 4 squares?
Yes, the bottom right is currently coloured in.
For the butterfly?
It's a little girl looking grumpy, and it's a
Okay.
dad
What's
with a
the next
butterfly.
one?
Right, the next one is. Oh, let me just pop this slide in. Seems to be sad old man playing chess by himself with the top right square.
Okay. Top right square. Little girl being grumpy.
No, this is old man playing chess. Little girl being grumpy was bottom right.
Okay. And next.
Horrifying creature staring at me from the dark abyss.
Is that just a general description, or is there a puzzle in the game aligned with that?
That's a description of what's on this slide. I'm hoping there isn't some kind of strange creature. And the top right square is coloured in.
Okay.
J-Post and people are thoroughly enjoying using the loading ready run creepy doll. Oh, and of course Darkness Monster would show up for this. I just wanted to talk about the games industry and play puzzle games with you. I didn't think the show was going to get weird. I should have known.
I mean, it's me.
Yeah. Play with my emotional support Barbatus.
What's the next thing?
Guy looking slightly perturbed at the baby in his arms. Square is bottom left.
Okay.
And the next one is Lass by herself, dead-eyeing the camera, top right.
So, bottom right for grumpy person. Top right, woman by herself.
Yeah.
baby, bottom left. Top right, chess. Top right, dark monster.
Oh, I've been told. What was? Oh, chess was top left, not top right. Sorry.
Okay, and
The last
chess
one
is top
is.
right.
The last one is guy weirdly building machine. Bottom left. Bottom right. Fuck. Sleep deprivation makes puzzle solving hard.
Okay, bottom right, grumpy person in the butterfly photo. Top
Yes.
right, woman standing by herself. Bottom left, baby. Bottom right,
Yep.
device. Top right, chess. Top right.
Chess is top left.
Okay,
That was my fuck up.
now it's open, and I have a scalpel, and I know what to do with it.
Oh no!
Oh, and I cut off his ear. I've got his ear now.
Oh, good.
So I've got the ear, and I'm gonna stick that inside of the device.
This
Now I see for the blood, I've got a code 3XZY21.
All right, let's get to the blood section, because I have to unlock the blood hatch, which is different from the ear hatch and the teeth keyboard. Okay.
Unlock the blood hatch. Unlock the blood hatch.
All right, and the blood hatch is open. Oh, interesting. So the blood hatch is just X, Y, Z, and 1, 2, 3.
So press in this order.
Yep.
3, X, Z, Y, 2, 1.
Ooh. There is a message behind the tree, says the computer, in a very strong Badian type manner. There is a message behind the tree.
Okay. X, 2.
Now we find the cheat who's getting the blood of the old ones. So X2.
1. Sorry. X2, Y, 1, 3, 2.
There is a message in your own reflection. It's me, Strapper. I can't do it because I'm laughing. Gotta get to
Okay,
Cheat's blood. Then check on the
blood.
emails.
Blood over everywhere. Y3, 1Z2.
Y3, 1Z2.
It's YX3, 1Z2.
And we're both going for strong bad, but we sound like the most heinous Muppet sketch of all time. What was that again? I keep laughing and fucking it up.
YX3, 1Z2.
I'm just becoming a very angry French man.
Yeah.
YX3.
Oh, okay. I've
1Z2.
got like a top-down floor plan of the room.
Okay.
So, by the looks of things, there's 4 places you can look, right? The coffin,
Yep.
like a table,
Yep.
and then there's a coffee table with chair.
Yes.
There's with like a fire lamp and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Next to the chair by the coffee table is a something. You need to look in there.
Oh, yep. XZY312.
XZY 312. I got to.
I now finally have.
to email. Eat your hot soup.
I'm eating the soup.
Eat
There's now
the soup. Eat the soup. Eat the soup.
They forced me to eat all of it. Now I have a gym, and I've got a cotton swab and a bottle, and I know what to do with this. I'm gonna shove it really far up his nose until the blood comes out, and then I'm gonna collect the blood with the bottle.
Soup, 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 soup.
The blood looked like the soup, so that's nice.
Kashoki
I
was asking.
opened the cubicle device.
Oh, Kashoki was asking if the coffin is a conversation piece.
More like a conversation piece.
Oh! Boo, 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 boo.
I got a coin and a letter. It says, "My dear daughter Rose, when you read this letter, you have activated the device I've been working on. When used in the right way, it can help the person in 1984. It is your task to transfer bone, flesh, and blood into the future to initiate the resurrection process. Your loving father, Albert."
I don't know if Albert really is the loving sort, but all right. So you've got blood, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just need to confirm on the machine that you have the blood. All right. Please confirm that the person in the past obtained 3 substances and enter the year of the future. What was that? It was 1982?
84.
84. Almost a good year. Oh, God. So I entered that. A tree of blood began growing on my screen, and it gave me a cassette. Insert the cassette tape into the communications time. Open the chessboard. Both of you complete the game. Okay. So, of all the weird shit in this device, thankfully there is a tape recorder.
I have a coin, but I do not know where to use it.
Alright, bear with me a second. I'm about to get a message from the past. And from the past come sick beats. Future sailors. Oh, sorry. The time is 1945, so 7:45. We're just having a little rave out here. Apparently, Albert recorded some sick beats that he then sent to the future.
Oh, I'm now having the floor vibrate because of the sick beats. Everything's bouncing.
Fuck yeah, it is. God, I love video games.
The vase fell over, broke into a million pieces. The roses are gone. I guess. Oh, there's now a key.
Yep.
I've ruined this man's funeral chamber. I got a white chess piece and a black chess piece.
Yeah, it's chess o'clock. Let's go. Also, yeah, Eric, this guy's tunes were before his time.
Where do I put these? Where I have these characters move? The white moved first and went from F1 to F3.
So the sick beats pinged a cup off the table, which gave me a screwdriver. So I think I gotta... just... Oh man, we ran out of sick beats. So I'm basically deconstructing a panel on the side of this machine. Ah, cool. All right. I got the chess machine. All right. Okay. Thankfully, this grid is your grid lettered and numbered.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So where are the pieces right now?
So it started at F1 and one at A1, and that first piece went to F3 now.
So wait, which piece?
White piece.
White to F3. It says no. That's because I can't count. White to F3. Black to A5.
Black to A5?
Yep.
Okay, white just went to A3.
Black to D2.
White went to C1.
Black to B2.
White to C6.
Oh dang, you sunk my battleship.
Sorry, Shaka was like, damn, you sunk my battleship. Alright, C6 you said, yeah?
Yep.
Black to F6.
White to A6, and I just got a second coin.
Oh, and I got another floppy disk. So I guess we're done with chess. Good game, sir, good game. Hello, Tiny Mouse.
Good game.
Oh.
It sounded like someone had a question before as well.
me have a look. Let's see what we got. Because Stuff Creates is working on their own project at the moment, and we've been lurking and raiding into this stuff a fair wedge. I don't think they have a Steam page up just yet.
Oh, I think I know what to do with these coins.
Pop out some teeth.
This is a Rusty Lake game. I'm gonna put them on his eyes, and he's turned into the black creature, and the screen went weird, and now this is a very smoothly animated man. He's jumping out of the, he's oozing out of the coffin. Now he's crawling on the floor like a baby made of goo. Oh, and now he's on the furnace, and he's clinging to the pipe, and the fire is now burning blue, and the things on it have changed, and now he's crawling up the pipe.
So you know how you put coins on his eyes?
Yeah.
So I just popped in that floppy disk while you were chatting, and it says the person in the past places the coins on the eyes of the deceased, which you did, followed by immediate warning: this may cause corruption of the soul. Good luck.
He's now on the table.
It's been lovely knowing you.
He's sitting at the table. Oh, the doors are gone. The doors have been long gone. Okay. He's at the table, and I see a reflection. In the reflection, switches. You need to do the 6 switches in a different way now. He's talking to me. He said it's almost time, and then he disappeared. And there's a bloody... We're also going to have to use the lens again. But do you want to hear where the switches are?
Sure. Also, you could call it Chekhov's coffin, or Chekhovin. So, the program causes voltage spikes. Channeling this energy correctly will create a new connection between the past and the future. A golden cube. All right.
So, you need the switches, right?
Oh, we are seeing alarms. Adjust smoke gas discharge. Flip 6 switches into the correct. Break visual contact.
Okay, so from the left, top 2 and bottom 2. From the left, those will all go up, and the last 2 at the end go down on both rows.
Okay, sorry, I was on the wrong switches. The room that I'm in is now flashing red, which is bad. So could you give me those switches again?
From the left, top 2 and bottom 2, those go down, and the last 2, those go up, and the last 2 go down.
All right.
So
that's one fuse.
Column 3, down. Okay. Column 2, up. Column 1, up.
All right. So that's one fuse.
For the gas distribution, you're looking at, in terms of notches, from the left, 5 for the top,
that's
2
max,
for
right?
the second one, and 4 for the bottom.
Okay, that's the second fuse. Because
And the last one is a lens.
Oh, I don't wanna. Okay, what if
It's in blood.
Oh, of course it is. Oh, I love that for us. I love that. All right, I'm back on the lens. All right, give them to me.
Okay, cross at 4, bottom bulb, and at the at 10 is the arrow.
1, 2, 3, 4. So it was bulb straight down.
Bulb straight down, straight to the right is cross, and straight to the left is arrow.
Oh, I can see you! Hello!
I don't like that.
Oh, there is something behind you. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna click, but I'm gonna regret it. No! Fuck you! So now to your immediate right, or my left, there is an unknowing shadow of horror. Let's poke him again and see what happens. Oh, he's right there! Oh! Nope. He jump scared me and then cracked the lens, which has given me the final fuse. we'll just play a lovely, lovely puzzle game. Get you on the show, Xalavier. Let's play a nice, happy game for
Listen, they call it Rusty Lake, not Lovely Lake.
point. I just have a big switch. Power surge initiated. Pull to finish the program.
They call the big switch the Steam Deck. Thank you.
Bravo, bravo. How has port into the Steam Deck been for you?
We haven't explicitly ported any of our games to Steam Deck, partially because it was really hard to get hands on one for a long time. I finally got my hands on one, and still, like, the Steam Deck is a magical little thing. It works for the most part out of the box, and I imagine it would be very painful to try to make special Steam Deck accommodations, but we haven't had to do that just yet.
Yeah.
Our games have at least been available on Steam Deck.
That's hours in a day problem. Plus, like, Witch Stranding requires a mouse, so...
I mean, Steam Deck has a mouse and keyboard setting.
Alright, I'm pulling the big red switch. I don't know what's going to happen. But if the worst comes to the worst, it's been lovely knowing you. Oh.
You should have told me before you had my soul get corrupted. That's my position on all this.
In fairness, I didn't get the warning message until after you'd already put the coins on the eyes. You went way ahead on the Rusty Lakeness.
You've got a couple of coins. You got a dead man. You put the eyes. You put the coins on the eyes. It's polite.
Yeah. It has given me a time, and the time is 9:10.
10 past 9.
10 past 9. Also, the box is now sparking. Let me know when you've set the time to 10 past 9.
Sparking, there's lightning.
Did you do it?
Yep, the lightning is hitting various pieces of the room.
On a scale of 1 to Fez, do you have a golden cube?
Oh, he has his arms in the blood circle. He has his arms raised above his head. There's lightning hitting his fingers. He's moving his fingers in a disconcerting motion. There's an orb.
Oh.
He says we have to use this energy from 1984 to create a new connection to the future. A golden cube. Oh, there's now a cube in his fingers. I have a golden cube now.
Okay.
Place the cube in the device.
Let me know when you've put the cube in the device.
I have, and I now see you. I see your room.
Oh, shit. Okay, so, dude. Do you have a keyboard or a control device or something? We're going to need to both press and hold the up arrow for 10 seconds at exactly the same time.
Okay. I do have an up arrow. Yeah, that's all I have.
Okay. So, on my mark, so we'll do 3, 2, 1 mark.
Okay.
Hold it down for 10 seconds. Alright, are you ready?
Yep.
Alright, friends. Let's get fucking weird. Okay. 3, 2, 1, mark.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh no.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, it's sparking. It's oh god! The machine has mildly exploded.
It keeps the art style of the box keeps changing. It's lighting up the past chapter 2.
The future chapter 2. Click to continue.
Future
sailors.
I'm in 3D.
Oh, I'm in 2D.
I think you're probably in 2D now, yeah.
Okay, so I have a box of matches, and I've got... Okay, that is weird. So there is a floating picture of, I think, you? And I've got a list of things to do. So resurrection process. Connect with my past self. Execute extraction program. Execute power surge program to create a golden cube. Press and hold button for 10 seconds. Power the resurrection tank. Oh god. Transport bone, flesh, and blood to the resurrection tank.
Humble store purchase made.
Welcome to Cubicle Device
$9.89.
002C. Resurrection process. Transfer bone, flesh, and blood into this device. This device holds the room of the person in the future. Verify connection by entering code. And I've got XYZ123.
The code is Z1X2
No, remember, it's Z1.
I'm incredibly sorry. I forgot we were trying to do the voice. In fact, on the compy, you must push Z1, X2, and 3Y. This is will allow the cheat to transport flesh and bone through time and space.
Now, you must press the black cube. Person in the future presses black cube in C9. Communicate code.
Okay, I have...
Left row, all down. Right row, all down. Person in the future turns switch and communicates pointers. Red, white, black.
So I am a little old lady scientist. I am a little old lady scientist, and I'm trying to find where to do the thing. I've got the black cube. There's a lot of alarm sounds going. That looks like a weird boiler. Sorry, just putting some sweet tunes on. Okay, what does the machine look like? It's the resurrection tank, right?
Yeah, there's...
Okay, what was the... So it was a keypad, right? The thing with the stuff and things?
I need to know where the red, white, and black pointers go. It's the equivalent to your lens. Did you already place the black cube in C9?
I placed the black cube in C9.
Did you input the code?
I don't think I inputted the code.
So you're seeing a 3x3 grid, right?
Right.
First column, all down. Second column, none down.
Yep.
Third column, all down. Did that work?
Yes, but I wish it fucking didn't. So we had a series of flash-ups, including like a rose, a clock, a strange spiky man, and now I have a gigantic murder fetus in a tube. It's just staring at me, just doing a float in this tube. Okay. And so for your machine, you've got grey, red, and white instead of the symbols, right?
Yep.
So grey is 11.
Okay.
Oh wait, did we agree? Is straight up? Is that 1 or 12?
That's 1.
Okay. Red at 2, and white at 4.
White at 4, red at 2.
He's banging on the glass. Xalavier, he's banging on the glass. I don't like it.
It's that. Okay, I'm looking through a thing. I'm seeing something that looks vaguely found footagey. It's bad and dark. Oh, he's floating.
Yeah, he's a floaty lad.
I'm seeing the old lady scientist. I think that's you. I think that's me. I think it's both of us. We are communicating with each other. You're the older version of me, pretty clearly.
Yep. Future sailors. Sorry, I'm going to keep making Bush references. I understand I'm one of 2 people here that gets that.
I think I tried watching the Mighty Boosh once, and I just didn't. I didn't understand its complex vibes.
It's a trip. Although, actually, no. Saying the Mighty Boosh is a trip is actually a pretty fair analogy because you have to just let it wash over you. It's like you try and understand it, and it's beyond your grasp. You know, you can't think your way out of a trip. You can't try to understand the Boosh. You just have to let it wash over you. Misnomers wants to bet that there is more than 2. Now, Misnomers, that is called a paradox clone, which is a fascinating concept that, by the theory of linear time, that you can essentially put multiple versions of yourself in the same space by grabbing people all over from time.
Will they all kiss?
I mean, if it's me, abso-fucking-lutely.
So I'm seeing a frequency of 78.3 and then like a musical puzzle code, which was outlawed after the great adventure game Accords of the 90s.
Yes. Now, as it should happen, I not only have some banging beats popping up here, but it's also popping me up a code. So alongside the sweet beats, the code is AGAB. You know, AGAB.
Okay, now 114.3.
This is 114.3, playing the cheat.
The cheat is putting out some smooth jams. A smooth C-D-E-G. C-D-E-G.
CDEG.
C-D-E-G.
103.7. The racist channel.
Oh, don't.
It's all Kanye all the time. Here on 103.7.
Oh, what a fucking day. No, the reason I said that is that one of our little our go-to radio station when driving in Seattle, it turns out is actually a heinously racist radio station somewhere between here and LA, which only hit upon it when we got our playlists disconnected. And that was, let me tell you, that was a jarring shock. Right, the code is EDEC. Oh.
89.1. We don't know where we are and we're scared.
We're off the grid, we're off the map with the wombat. It's actually, this channel's actually really lovely and charming. It's a smooth BAGA. What if we just do this puzzle?
I just got a teeth key.
Oh, good!
Oh, and he's crawling around the room. He's crawling around the room in 3D. He's making noises. Oh, he's above me. I can't see him.
Are you okay?
Okay, I'm seeing like symbols. I'm seeing symbols that are like grids of that's like 3 groups of 3, and then you need to press them probably.
Grids of 3.
Not grids, but like a strip of 3, and I'm seeing like a row of not of 6 of them total, but it could be just like a thing you need to do in order, and you need to do it 6 times, or it could be, you know, a 3x6 grid.
I've got 6 switches in a row here. We could try that.
Yep, that sounds like it.
And does each of the switches have 3 spaces it can be in?
Yes.
All right, lay them on me.
Top one?
Yep.
Furthest to the right.
Pshwa.
Below that, furthest to the left.
Pshwa.
The 2 after that, both right in the middle.
Pachoo. Pachoo.
Then we have one all the way to the left, and then another all the way to the right.
Well, that is the biggest fucking tooth I've ever seen.
That's the biggest tooth you've seen yet.
You know what? It's Rusty Lake. The day is young. The day is young. So it's a huge tooth with a cross on it. And I can't move it or do anything to it right now. But we have big tooth. Oh,
You have big tooth.
And I also have like a little vacuum on a bungee cord. That's fun.
Oh, I have a bungee cord hanging above an ear. I need to.
Oh, good.
If you tell me where it's positioned, maybe there's a. Because I can make the bungee cord go up and down, but it doesn't go far enough to reach the ear.
Yeah, I'm just. Actually, let me go back to the machine, because now I can see the tooth. I wonder if that counts. So if I go bone... No. That's so weird.
Oh. Yeah, my tooth is lit up. Do you have another code of XYZ123, perhaps?
Currently, I just have the tooth with an X on. Curious. Curious indeed. Well, fuck. I do have another code for you. I used some chalk on a big old chalkboard, and it gave me a series of pictograms, including our little unsettling demon soul baby. But it gave me the code, and I got to do the voice. We do not install that for the cheat to throw the light switch rev parties. It's X3 Z1 Y2. Sincerely, Strongbad.
When I lay in my coffin and my eyes become white, my soul will turn black. Use the cube for connect to the future. Bring me bone, flesh, and blood. There are several underlined words. Perhaps they will be useful.
What are the underlined words?
Coffin, eyes, soul, cube, future, bone, flesh, blood.
Oh no. Oh, I don't like that. The hammer is twitching. The hammer is twitching. I'm gonna click it. The hammer turned into a real hammer.
For you.
I hate my brain just keeps saying the hammer is my penis. So now I'm gonna crack this tooth wide open. Oh, sorry. I gotta hoover up the mess. You remember the Giga Tooth?
Yep.
Yeah, I cracked it open, and then I spilt Giga Teeth all over the floor. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But bone has been added. So the horrible fetal murder baby thing in the tube is now a skeleton with a can-do attitude. And to that end, you know the little weird clock? I have another clock for you. And we agreed one is straight up, right?
Yep.
So it's white 2.
Okay.
Grey 5.
Something is buzzing around my ears and my head, and I don't know what it is.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm hearing bad noises.
And then red straight down.
I'm seeing the fetus baby and you again, and I'm seeing the skeleton arrange itself into position to fit where the baby is.
Fuck yeah, because you know who that is. Lord Calcium Bodio returns!
And this time, he's not hurting children!
Not yet, anyway! Ha ha! Also, Jaded Sink and everybody who's come on in, hello. It's lovely to see you all. Oh god, what was that? Oh! That cute mouse I mentioned earlier led me to a key under the floorboards. Thank you, Tiny Mouse. Now the key was for the lockers? Yeah. Oh! That's weird. The cube is just flashing... Oh god. It was flashing 3, then I clicked it 2, then 1. Fuck. Alright, good news, bad news.
Okay.
The time travel machine's broken.
Okay.
It kind of exploded.
That's good news. That's good news because it means that whatever thing we were building can't be built anymore, and we win. We win because it gets to die.
Oh, plus side, I found a coffee machine. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. I'm making some coffee. I'm using... Because I don't have any coffee beans, I'm going to use the exploded dark ash from the machine that we built. But I'm sure it'll be fine, right? Future space coffee. Ooh. Also, I found a machine that says press the down button when the person in the past found the missing gears in hidden compartments. Yar! I don't know what that means. Oh! And I can tell you where the hidden compartments are! Okay. So I found the cubicle device.
What do you think of it?
I think that on side B there are like 3 cogs that control shit.
I think I have found those 3 cogs. But they are disconnected.
Ah, okay. So you see where the cogs are on side B.
Yeah.
In the edging, there is a hidden compartment in like the not quite the top corner, but top left of the machine.
Top left of the machine.
Yeah.
In the edging.
Dude,
there we go. Yep.
Okay, I was going to say, do you want some of the time coffee as well? Because I'm pretty sleepy, so I might have most of it. But if you want, I can save you some.
No, I'm good. I'm not usually a coffee guy.
Okay. So then on side A, the other 2 hidden cogs. One is like horizontal mid left.
I can see it. I now understand where the cogs are. You don't even have to tell me where the other 2 are. I'm already on it. I got it.
I'm glad we didn't have any cognitive dissonance there.
I'm in pain. I've lowered also the voodoo doll.
Wait, the voodoo?
Oh, I now have the hook from the voodoo doll. And I can attach that to the thing above the ear. Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just chasing this mouse around the house. Little cutie.
Okay, now I've got 3 things. So do you see Oh, I see a monarch butterfly. Oh.
Oh yeah, so because you've...
I now see like the row of stuff. The row of sliders.
Oh!
Probably aligning with your fire spout.
So you put the ear on the hook, right?
Yep.
So of your 3 sliders, the first one is right at the bottom, and then the next 2 are one from the top.
Okay, I'm now seeing a series of directions.
Okay.
An arrow that goes right, an arrow that goes left, an arrow that goes left, an arrow that goes up, an arrow that goes right, an arrow that goes down, and below that it says Shoryuken.
Can we solve that puzzle? Sure you can. So I've got a huge grid with a hook on it, but I do have a code for you.
Okay.
We have another email coming in from the compy, and it is Y3X1Z2. Yours sincerely, guy on the internet.
Y1,
Sorry.
X3.
Y3X1.
Y3X1Z2. And now I'm seeing a big grid, and it looks like a maze, and I'm seeing one thing labeled 1, a thing labeled 2, and a thing labeled 3 inside that maze.
Okay, so I have a feeling that's the order I need to go in. So I have a hook in the top left of this maze. I need you to guide me. Square by square.
Okay, so it's at the very top of the maze?
I'm at top left on the grid.
Are there 2 squares below you, ending in a dead end?
No, so of the whole maze grid, I have the hook, and it's just currently sitting at the top left. And I can move it around. So I can control the hook, but I can't see the path.
Okay. So...
You have to guide me, friend. Guide me forward!
So you're at the very top left.
Very top left.
1 square to the right.
Pachow.
1 square down.
Pachow.
3 to the right.
1, 2, 3.
4 down.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1 to the left.
1 to the left.
2 to the up.
Up.
2 to the left.
Left, left.
2 down.
Down, down.
1 left.
1 left.
2 up.
Up. Yep. And the first one has lit up for me. Now,
So
for those
two
of you,
down.
For those of you who are keeping track, yes, this is the correct inputs for Akuma's Raging Demon. But we haven't gotten to the light kicks yet. Okay, so you said 2 down.
Yep.
2 down.
1 right.
1 right.
2 up.
Up.
2 left. 2, sorry, right.
2 right.
3 down.
1, 2, 3.
3 to the right.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, all right. The second one is lit up.
3 to the left.
1, 2, 3.
1 up.
Up.
1 right.
Right.
5 up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2 to the right.
1 to the right, or 1 to the right?
2.
Okay.
2 to the right.
2 to the right. Done.
4 down.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1 to the left.
1 to the left.
And 3 to the top.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. Oh, I don't like that. So a little computer image of an ear getting dropped in from the ceiling has happened. Oh, would you look at that? It's a fucking gigantic ear. So what do we do with big ear? Do we set it ablaze? Do we pour some thyme coffee on it? It is nasty.
I thought you were through. Do you get a discount?
Ah, there we go. This is going to get nasty, isn't it? And whilst Xalavier is chatting with people in the background, hello everyone. We are playing The Past Within. It is a Rusty Lake game designed to be played co-op with another person. So if you've only seen snippets of this, I do recommend picking it up for yourself, because there are 2 perspectives to play this from, the past and the future.
Hey, sorry about the delay. I'm back. What's up?
No, dude, take your time. I got the giant ear, I had to find a scalpel, and I'm about to cut pieces off. I was just telling these lovely Mother Hubbards that this game is played from 2 different perspectives, and one of the reasons why I'm glad we're just showing mine is that people who see the stream can then find a friend and play it with as the past and get like the complete experience. So it's very much worth picking up, friends. Because I want to make sure people are buying cool video games. Oh, it's a piece of flesh. That's fucking gross. And we go. Alright, just got to find out where we insert the piece of flesh. Does your end have any hints on what we're supposed to do with the piece of flesh? Because I have a giant ear. I cut the piece off.
That giant ear came from my end. I'm not seeing the immediate place. I did trap a butterfly inside of the box, which probably isn't going to have bad consequences.
No, when has a butterfly flapping its wings ever been bad, right? I just got to find where we can plug the this piece of flesh into our weird fugly tube. Okay, heat missing. Coffee missing. Oh, I have to make like a flesh mocha. Okay, so I've laid out the world's most heinous buffet of what appears to be absinthe, water, coffee, and giant ear flesh. It says step 1, 3x2z1y, which I believe should be said like 3x2z1y. This is incredibly problem. Because for those of you who have not been watching, Chorby has been playing a cool people guys game for attractive playpers. Chorby's currently...
What is the code?
Sorry, 3x2z1y.
3x2z1y.
So Jaded Sink, I think we are... I don't think we're constructing ourselves. I think we are
Add
playing...
liquids in the following order.
Oh, okay. Hold that thought. Okay. Because I think we're playing as the daughter of the person who's attempting to time travel right now.
Well, the daughter is communicating with herself in the past to resurrect her dead dad.
All right, so tell me the good drugs.
That is acid, water, and then hot coffee.
You said acid, water, hot coffee.
Yep. Fun fact, you can also have, as combinations, hot acid and hot water, which isn't what we're doing right now, but does make me concerned.
Are you sure? Because it keeps telling me step 1.
Yeah, step 1, acid, water, hot coffee.
Acid, water, hot coffee, and then it just says step 1 again. Oh, hot coffee.
Yes.
Okay, so for step 2, it is 1y 3x 2z.
1y 3x 1y 3x 2z. I'm getting step 2. If flesh triangular, if flesh rectangular, if flesh oval.
Flesh
oval.
oval.
You need to. Great.
It's a tiny little blobfish.
Water, cold coffee, cold acid.
Cold acid.
Cold acid, cold water, cold coffee, and it's
Oh.
cold water, cold coffee, cold acid.
I mean, it worked, but I wish it didn't. Next up, 2z, 1x, 3y. I'm so glad I ate beforehand. Yeah, Dustin, plot twist, we're in... This is the origin story of the meat room. This is how the meat room came to be. That thing's just going to consume and meatify everything in this place.
I have a step 3. Are you ready?
Yes.
If hair, if pimples, if smooth.
If pimples.
Hot acid.
Oh, let me just...
Cold water, hot acid.
Hot acid, cold water, and then hot acid again?
Mm-hmm.
This is getting... How is it getting worse? It has hair and like a little mouth on it now. Okay, for step 1... step 4... 1y, 2x, 3z. Chris, it is not smiling at us. I don't know what it's doing. Some Mona Lisa type horror right here. Eric's like, what a great game for kids.
Eyes.
Grow your own person.
If eyes, if mouth, if ear.
Mouth.
Cold acid, cold water. Drench it. Drown it.
Cold
Kill
acid.
it.
Oh, it's moving! Oh, no, it crawled away! Oh, God. Oh, dude, it's chasing after the rat now.
Do you have another code for me?
No, the blob's currently... Oh. Alright, the blob's getting added to the concoction. Brace yourself, friends. Alright, we're adding the flesh.
Oh, no.
We're adding the flesh.
Yeah, we're moving around again. He's crawling around my space.
Oh, now we have a giant, shriveled, naked baby man in a tube. I missed the skeleton, I'll be honest with you. We should have stopped at skeleton.
Always stop at skeleton.
Yep. Okay. So we've got white straight up at 1.
Yep.
Grey 8. and then red 11. Yeah, Hookshot, this is also super concerning to us. Like, I don't think Papa Time Traveler here is a good guy. I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay, I'm seeing you. I'm seeing Bone Man. I'm hearing a lot of bad things, but nothing is appearing. Oh, he's vibrating.
Oh, good!
Being covered with flesh. He looks like a hollow skin man. But I know he's not hollow because I just filled him out. So.
Oh! There's also a gigantic butterfly now on our end, so that's a thing.
Okay. The machine drunk up a bunch of blood. And it seems to be gurgling. And I'm flipping a switch. And I've got a big... Have you seen I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson?
No. I've got good news.
Have you seen...
I've got good news and bad news, friend. There's a giant butterfly flipping around. It ate the mouse that was helping us earlier. And broke a fucking table. And is now just gone. There's a carnivorous butterfly. Oh, but I have Mr. Vanderboom's attire.
So, have you seen I Think You Should Leave?
I've not seen I Think You Should Leave.
Then ignore this reference. I'm seeing something that looks like the horrible piano death machine that the late great actor was playing during a funeral. There's a bunch of symbols on this panel.
Oh, symbols I like. Tell me your symbols.
Raven.
No.
Butterfly. Stag head. Man. House. Eye. Heart. And bulb. If I flick on a switch, I see for example, a square divided into two, and there's a timer ticking down, and there's a light on, and I need to do a thing and then press down a plunger. Basically, it's a time puzzle. So I'm seeing like a square cut in half.
Okay, I have a similar puzzle. And you said so it was square cut. Oh, wrong square. Okay, stag.
Oh, sorry. You said stag?
Yep.
Okay, it's a T.
Little guy, little man, little creepy man. Creepy man, baby.
Okay, it's a circle with a cross.
Raven.
Upside down P.
House. This makes so much sense.
Square cut in half, and then with a little thing below it, it's the mouse symbol.
Tree, or possibly balloon, but probably tree.
Upside down cross.
A heart. Feelings.
A lazy P. It's laying outside, sticking up.
Butterfly. Or Mothra. Mothra is also
An S.
An eye.
It's really shaking.
There's so much blood. We've got
A
blood.
lot of blood.
There's extra blood.
So much blood.
Xalavier, would you mind if... would you mind talking to these lovely Mother Hubbards for a second? Because I'm desperate to nip to the loo. Before we hit the next big switch. Because I think we're about to get scared. And as I've stated several times, I don't want to be the first guy to pee himself live on twitch.television.
Sure you're not, but head off.
Okay, I'll be back in just a second. Friends, if you have any questions for Xalavier, now's the time. Like, bring the thunder. I'll be back in just a second.
I will go to Viking_blonde at twitch.tv. I'm now taking your questions.
Hello there.
Now, our lovely host, Will Overguard, he's bound by the Twitch terms of service. I'm not. I can say whatever. No consequences. Xalavier, have you committed to the Tim Tam Slam yet? I have not. I just keep being worried I'll do it wrong, so I just haven't done it yet. With either a hot or cold substance. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it soon, but I haven't done it yet. A question, Eric Park _programs, is it's a dream that your heart makes. It's something that you formulate in your heart. It's a way that you want to explore another person's psyche. You voice it out loud, and you voiced it wrong. You voiced it wrong, and now they're judging you. Dust in Your Eyes is doing some guerrilla advertising with, did you know that you could save 15% or more on car insurance by switching to Geico? And I didn't know that. So, hey, there you go. It's advertising works. We should. Why do we pay teachers so much when advertisers are right there? Let's put money in the right hands. This is an officially endorsed statement by this stream. They use Jay-Z says, Xalavier, what should I do with my life? I'd say look for something that makes you happy and isn't illegal, and look for a low-risk way to continue to do that consistently. And maybe even support others in doing the same. Park program says, what's that behind you? And currently, it's a Keanu Reeves transformable pillow. When you wave your hand over it, it's just a red pillow, and then you wave your hand back, and it's Keanu Reeves. Did you say put money in the right hands or the hands of the right? I'm saying let's take money out of the hands of those lazy teachers and put it in the hands of the advertisers who really need it.
How did you know what I was thinking?
We've had a lot of interesting opinions in the last 5 minutes.
Deus asking what he should do with his life. What was your recommendation?
Find a thing that makes you happy and isn't illegal, and find a way to do that consistently with very little risk.
Yeah. That's concisely the best way of being.
I love your guest spot on Spiritual Successor. Have you heard any more great movie snack smuggling stories besides 16 calzones in a duffel bag? I mean, any time that someone has smuggled cocaine into a movie theater, I think that's that's an achievement that's worthy of some acclaim.
God, I can't imagine doing cocaine and watching a whole movie. It'd be a very antsy experience. Okay, as a small aside, were you aware of this fake Scorsese film that's been doing the rounds?
Goncharov, yeah.
I only became aware of it in the last 2 weeks, and it is fascinating.
I have not looked up the plot because I don't wish to have my brain poisoned for the fake movie, but I find the dynamics and its creation fascinating. What do we do now that we have all this blood? We got so much blood and nothing to do with it.
I just feel like in this week we have Gorbachev, then we had the whole thing with the doubloons on TikTok.
Yep.
And now everyone else is learning about the glory that is Cocaine Bear. What a fucking wild week, and it's only Thursday. Okay, I'm about to add the blood. We ready?
You're right, Jerry Lynn. Goncharov isn't fake. It isn't fake.
It's not fake.
It's a classic film. I'm ready when you are.
Scorsese's best work.
I'd say Scorsese's best work is The King of Comedy. It's really good.
It's blood time.
What is the what's the time I need to put in?
So the dude has hair now, but also has huge burns on his face?
That's my daddy, Albert
Okay.
Dreadbroom, or whatever, Vanderboom.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So white to 6, and then red to the right, grey to the left. You just think he was going to build himself a new body, like, I don't know.
I mean, he wanted to get resurrected fully and entirely. I'm not seeing the burns part of his body, but that's because I guess I'm not looking at the right side.
Oh, okay.
I got a hex key, which I can now use to open up one last part of the box. Oh, it's a telescope.
Okay.
It's got... I can look at... You know that 3x3 grid? I've got new stuff for you.
Ooh. Oh, shit. And the black cube is now glowing.
Oh, shoot. And the man is crawling around some more.
Oh, good!
But yeah, I can look at different objects, and I see a 3x3 cube for every single one of them. So, let's start with the chess pieces. Are you ready for the 3x3 grid code?
I'm ready for the 3x3. Let's do this!
Bottom row, the last two are pressed in, and the first column, the middle one is pressed in. Everything else, unpressed.
I may be confused. Give me that again.
First row, middle. Second row, bottom. Third row, bottom. So I'm sorry, I'm saying column. First column, middle. Second column, bottom. Third column, bottom.
There's a candle in the box.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a second code.
Okay.
First column,
Yep.
top, filled.
Yep.
Top and bottom filled for the second column, nothing else. First column.
So wait, we're talking like columns, not rows, right?
Columns, yeah. Top,
Yeah.
top and first, top and bottom and second, nothing else.
It's not coming through. So top. So what would be top left?
Yep.
Then top middle. And then nothing else except for bottom middle, right?
Yes. There's another one.
Wait,
Let's
hang
go.
on. So I'm seeing a candle. What does that correspond to on your end?
That's a second row, top and
Okay.
bottom, and then third row, middle filled out.
There we go.
Now what are you saying?
I saw the black chess piece get slid into view.
That would be first row, middle, and then bottom row. Sorry, first column, middle.
Yep.
Second column, bottom. Third column, bottom.
Yep, that worked. Next one is clock.
First column, top. Second column, top and bottom.
It worked. Next one is rows.
That's first column, top and bottom. Second column, top. Third column, bottom.
Oh god! All right, he's twerking. He's doing.
Oh, he's running. He's running, screaming. Do you have a new code for me?
The thing cracked. Dude, I don't even know what's going on right now. Alright, he's up. There's a containment breach. He is crawling through glass. That's not good, dude. Let me get you your... Alright, he's getting changed, I think. Alright. I think I see Senor the Dad.
What's the code?
He's just looking at me. He's just...
It's you, my
Oh.
daughter. It seems much time has passed.
He's saying much time has passed. He's talking.
He's been resurrected.
You have brought me back to life, but we are not finished yet.
He says we're not finished yet, even though we brought him back to life.
We are all trapped in the cubes we have created.
He says we're trapped in the cubes we've created, but you made the cubes. Unless it's a metaphor? Don't you get metaphor on me, recently resurrected dad?
We have to find a way out.
Okay, so we've got to get out.
Look into my pocket.
Oh, I have that code. In his pocket was a little picture of, I think, us, with like a doll on a string, and the code is 3XY21Z.
When I open my eyes is underlined. In the future, underlined. I will wear a mask, underlined, and I will show you the gems, underlined. Only then can we escape.
Eyes, future,
mask, gems, and cube. Only then can we escape the cube we are trapped in.
Oh, which gave me a key. A golden key, no less. Dad's just standing next to his big severed ear. And I'm starting to realize the whole, like, boxes within boxes thing we got going on. But I now have a key to his possessions of a van.
Oh, the monarch butterfly has fused into the cube. It's lit up. I have a white piece, a white stag piece, and a white mask piece. And they all need gems.
I opened up Vanderboom's box, and it contained a broken mask, a white mask, and a deer mask. What is going on? What's an aluminum falcon?
We gotta solve this soon, because this has gone over the time I thought it would, and I have to run soon.
Okay, I've got masks and a dad. I think I can give it. Do you know which mask he needs?
Oh. I see Dad. I see Father.
Father?
He's standing watching me. Just watching me. I can click on the masks. It seems like they have slots in them like they need jewels. When I open my eyes in the future, I'll wear a mask and I will show you the gems.
Oh, okay. So I give him a mask and he will show me. Oh, shit. You remember the clock timey puzzle?
Yes.
White 12.
Yep.
Grey 3.
Yep.
6. Red 6. And that's for the plain white mask.
So white's 12, gray 3, red 6. Oh yep, I see him behind you. He's just cracked the glass.
Yep.
He's giving me a voodoo needle, and so
Of
now I can
course.
put this in the voodoo doll. It's forced into the eye. The thing is shaking. I've pried open the white gem. Do you know which one the white gem goes into?
It's just a single...
Oh yeah, I imagine it goes into that mask. So I need another lens code.
Oh. He's not giving it me one. We'll go back to the...
Stag mask?
That's so weird. So, I tried putting on the one-eyed mask, hoping that would be... But no joy. Let's try the stag mask. Everything's dripping blood now! So much blood. Yo, do you have a way to adjust 3, like, valves, like 3 volume controllers?
Yes.
Okay, because written in blood for the stag mask is the 3 volume controllers going up, the right one at the bottom, the middle one up from the bottom, and the last one all the way to 11.
Got the second red gem.
Okay. So that means the last gem is for the weird half mask.
Yes.
So let me try and find what it changes.
Oh, he keeps getting closer. The more gems I put in, the closer he gets.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh! I've got some tunes coming out the radio again. FGDC.
Got it. Third gem. Oh, he's really close now.
Oh, God.
Oh, all the masks are lighting up.
Oh, good.
They're spinning. They're spinning.
They're
spinning. Light is growing more so. A gold cube is rising. Oh, he's grabbed it. His hands are gigantic. My dad's hands are gigantic. He's so big. Oh!
I do not like Big Dad.
I see a code in it. You need to input this code for my big father. It's the 3x3 grid. You ready?
Yep. Ready.
First column, bottom. Second column, bottom and top. Third column, bottom. The future and the past and the future.
Okay, give me that again.
First column, bottom. Second column, bottom and top. Third column, bottom. To the lake where we belong. Give me the black cube in the future.
One more time, because it's not. So first
column, bottom. Second column, bottom and top. Third column, bottom. This is the 3x3 grid.
Yeah. Nothing's coming through.
If that's not working, then try the reverse, where it's like everything except that.
You were right. It was the reverse. My apologies. Alright, so Dad needs the black cube. Oh, he's got his hands open now.
The cube.
Shall we? There's no way this ends
No.
badly.
We shall.
He has the cube.
The past. In the future. The future in the past.
This is starting to feel like one of the horror bits from the Mighty Boosh, I'm not going to lie.
A cube. Inside a cube.
He's talking about the past, the future and the past. A cube inside a cube. Sorry, you were saying.
I was going to say, this is one of my favorite things about Rusty Lake, where it's like inevitable horror. We don't have a lot of that in games where you're basically, we have like, surprise! You did a bad war crime. Like not like there's a good war crime, but like you did a war crime, or jump scare, or like dread, but like inevitable horror. You are enacting awful things step by step. And Dad's hands are very large, and you're going to give him what he wants, and you shouldn't give him what he wants, but you're doing the thing.
Yep.
Rusty Lake does that better than anyone else in the business. Literally anyone else. Inevitable horror.
Reminds me of 1 Year Walk, but that's another story.
There is a way out.
He's telling me there's a way out.
He's also telling me there's a way out.
Where we both belong, my daughter.
Oh, he's now telling me that we need to go to the lake as well.
If the 3 gems are found, and the golden cube is revealed in the past.
Okay, so we found the 3 gems and the golden cube in the past. What do we need to do in the future?
Look closely. Into the cube.
He needs the black cube in the future.
Both of you, press and hold the middle of the cube for 10 seconds at the same time.
He says that we're going to need to press and hold the middle of the cube at the same time. So should we do it on my mark again?
Let's do it.
Okay. And 3, 2, 1, mark. 10 seconds is a long time. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're going in.
Yep.
Oh,
Here, Dad.
There's Dad in the
I'm
past.
seeing him in the room with the black cube. I'm zooming inside. It's an endless loop. It's an endless loop, and he's alive, and his dark soul is free. And it's...
This is the worst Father's Day ever. Why couldn't we just go to, like, I don't know, Chili's or something? Fuck.
It's Cubeception.
I'm in the forest. I see a black butterfly.
You have reached the end.
Has the other person also reached the end?
Yes.
The loop is broken, the gap is closed. Time doesn't exist in the lake. The future and the past blend together. You and the other person are the same. Oh, I'm seeing our silhouettes at the bottom. You
Yep.
both belong to the lake now, where your soul will blossom. And we've touched our hands and we've grown into
a tree.
The black tree with the pink flowers.
Yeah, the prettiest tree in all the forest.
This is really a story about feminism. This is what we can do when we empower women. Yes.
Break space time and actually, I'm down for that. And
yes.
There we go.
Let more women embrace space time. That is not ironic.
You're definitely not getting my vote for Father of the Year.
Yeah, Keldra, that guy's not getting Father of the Year votes from anybody. Frickin' yo.
I mean, he must be a really good dad to like convince his daughter across, decades. Like, hey, cooperate with yourself in the past to
There's no way
resurrect me.
There's no way he would convince her to do that through, I don't know, masses of trauma. I'm sure it was just through good dad behavior that he convinced her to do that one.
We can't prove that it's bad dad behavior. If it's a bad dad and he's dead, it's like, oh, I can move on from this. Not like, let me resurrect the flesh, bone, blood man. He used to sing flesh, blood, bone to me as a child. I just had to bring it back.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite.
Revisit the cubes by choosing the future next time, and make sure to choose the B mode for new solutions to all puzzles. So there's 2 routes and up to 4. There's basically up to 4 different playthroughs. Then, like starting in the past, starting in the future, and then doing like bee and butterfly playthroughs.
Oh, that's lovely. So if you and I choose to play through this again from the other perspective, we can get a unique run through rather than just doing the steps. That's fucking great. And while there was a bit of faffermancy with both, you and I talking about video game stuff and things like that, was a tight, 1.5, 2 hours just spot on.
Yeah. Again, Rusty Lake does it better than almost anyone else in the biz.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Fucking yo.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me to this. This was a delight. I never thought I would have a chance to play this, just because I don't usually get the chance to play a lot of co-op games.
Yo, if you have the time and you want to come back, I'll make space.
Okay.
Keep
that in mind.
This was fucking great, and it's one of those things where I'm always at odds with wanting to have you on the show, to chat with everybody and to share knowledge, but also wanting to just fucking catch up and hang out and play video games. So I feel we got to do the best of both today, and that was real cool.
Thanks for having me on, man. It's always a delight. To the Longship, what ho? Take care.
All right. Have a lovely rest of your day, dude.
Take care, folks. Bye. Thank you.
Okay, bye. And thank you again to Xalavier for not only coming on the show today, but staying way longer than we had intended. Friends, I hope you had fun watching that one. And it's nice to know that y'all can go and play that now without spoiling it. Do you know what I mean? I think that's real cool. Right. I'm going to bring our adventures to a close, dear friends, just so that we can empower ourselves for the great Bezos heist. Also, I'm feckin' exhausted. Sleep did not come to me last night. So, friends, I've been powered by coffee, all of you lot, and the remnants of some chocolate left over from the housewarming. But what a fucking great day. Right. So I'm going to roll credits and say thank yous. I'm sure there's someone on twitch.television that we can go hang out with. So please hold fire. And if I have the abilities, I think a spot of Dark Tide will be needed later. Because I tried to play with people yesterday and everyone was gone. It was so sad. Okay, sorry, I'm very, very scatterbrained right now, so please forgive me if I'm a little bit like, whoa! However, y'all threw in a whole bunch of stuff today. It's brand new month, and y'all are kicking ass like there's no tomorrow. As I'm sure you all know by now, we're entirely supported by bits, donations, and subs, and we are exceedingly grateful from them all. So thank you so much. Keldra! Throw me off here. Deus and Jackie, thank you kindly for the donations. You know they hit us the quickest, so fucking thank you. To Ehrman, Vanderbeest, Wolfcrad, Book Zombie, Keldra, Bacon Adventure, Shackleton, Connors, Tiny Flower, Crowns. MTH writes, this is Star, Asari Greenfire, Kimbrel, Durryquill, and Naru Hoodie. Fucking thank you. Like, bits, keep this thing going. So thank you. Your moderator today was Rhymes with Moose. Thank you, Moose. Chaos Bits! To Keldra, Tiny Flowers, Marshall Rhea, Git Ned, Sir Frederick Durst, Skynix Dystoria, Darkness Monster, and S5 Flare. Whether House Carl picked you out of a lineup specifically for hunting, or if you were celebrating long sprees, then I can thank you. We haven't had a 50-monther yet, so it'll be interesting tomorrow to see who gets the first on that one. And I am just going to see which of these lovely Mother Hubbards is still going. Once again, we are spoilt for people to go hang out with, so I'm just surviving the adverts.
Hey.
J-Post, you've just had to sneak that one in. Well, congratulations. Now I have to emotionally process what 50 months is.
Not first.
Not first. So I've got video games, I've got tunes, and I've got some classic art to head to next. Yeah, Bismarck, 50 months. Somehow I'm going to have to process that. But I'm not going to right now. My brain can't make me. Yeah, Naru, that's almost a whole year. Good at maths. So what do you fancy, friends? Bit of tunes? Bit of classical art? Or someone making a video game? So we got 2 for art, 1 for game. First one to 3 cinches it. So that's 3 for art. Alright, so we're going over to a Matcha Cryptid. A lovely Seatlite friendo who is currently doing Big Moth designs, which seems very appropriate. Friends, I'll let you know the heist numbers in a little bit, but thank you all, you know. This was a lovely little stream. We got to spend time with Xalavier, we got to chat about the industry, and we got to play a really good game that you can play yourself with friendos and not have to and have a lovely time doing it. So, feckin' yor. I will see you all tomorrow for Sea of Thieves. To my understanding, it will be the traditional squad. And I don't know what we're going to get up to. I'm kind of wanting to get back onto some of the tall tales, like some of the story around the world, but that could just be me, you know? But yeah. If I am on later, it'll be playing Darktide, so come say hi howdy. But I think that's the long and short of it. Alright. We got to bounce. So, sorry. Thank you for gifting us up to Handlebar. Ryan, Handlebar, to be continued. To be continued. Have a lovely rest of your evening, friends. And I'll see you tomorrow for the Sea of Thieves. Oh, God, I'm so tired. Right. See you later, friends.